And good evening. Welcome out here to Stanberry as we get set here for high school football action. It's week number 7 of the high school football here in the state of Missouri, and it's a matchup between two 5-1 teams coming in, and it's the homecoming game for the Stanberry Bulldogs, the third straight homecoming game here on Albany TV. And for the two teams, not only is this a big game for conference, both teams, their one loss come to Worth County. Both kind of come in a blowout fashion. Albany a couple of weeks ago lost to Worth County. The final score, I believe, was 66-12. And then last week, Stanberry lost to Worth County for Worth County's homecoming, 70-0. So both teams kind of got blown out by by Worth County. They're fighting for the number 2 spot, basically, in the Grand River Conference West. Also, a big game coming in Class 1, or 8-man District 7.
Yeah, you want to talk about stakes. Here we have Stanberry's homecoming game. We're trying to kind of see how the pecking order lies in the GRC. And it also happens to be a district matchup, too. Whoever wins this will be sitting pretty looking for that number 2 spot. We saw last year with Albany having a round 1 home game is huge. They had a great season, ended a lot sooner than they wanted it to. So that number 2 spot would be huge. Like you said, both teams, their only losses are to Worth County. We kind of know that Worth County's the team to beat in the GRC. They're really, really good. Saw that in a 70-0 takedown of Stanberry, then 66-12 of Albany. This goes to show how good that team is. Here tonight, we're going to see kind of who it's Worth County and who else is there with them. They're trying to kind of separate themselves from the rest of the pack. And with this being Stanberry's homecoming game, homecoming can do one of two things. It can motivate you or it can distract you. I think with this being kind of a rivalry game between Stanberry and Albany, I think it's kind of going to be used as fuel for Stanberry. I don't see them coming in distracted. I kind of feel like they're going to come out ready to play.
Yeah, and Coach Hilton will make sure that his team is ready to come and play as soon as the opening whistle. Coach Fountain did the same thing last week for Albany's homecoming. You know, homecoming is great, but it's a heck of a lot sweeter after a victory on Friday night.
Yeah, exactly, and so that's why Stanberry really wants to come out with a win. It's homecoming. It's a conference matchup. It's a district matchup. You really can't ask for a bigger game here in week number 6 between two of the better teams in the conference. It's going to be a tall task for Albany to stop Tucker Schieber. They've had some tackling problems in the past. They've kind of fixed those a little bit, but they're facing one of the best backs in the GRC and in 8-man football, so it's going to really be put to the test. Stanberry's offensive line, I think, and defensive line for that matter as well. Albany probably has the size advantage in that one. They came off a good game last week where the whole unit got the Winter Circle trophies and Awards North Player of the Game. They're going to have a repeat performance tonight, especially on the defensive side. You can't let Tucker Schieber get out in space. Try and get penetration in the offensive line, get in the offensive backfield, blow up those plays. Tucker Schieber's the guy here in Stanberry. They're going to have to slow him down if they want to come away with a win.
Well, and both these teams are wanting to do the same thing. They're going to want to try and incorporate the run game to try and get the pass game going a little bit. And whenever they can get the play-action pass working, that is a very dangerous team. And both teams can kind of do that. Stanberry has a little bit more experience with their backs. Tucker Schieber, a 4-year starter, versus Elliott Mercer, a freshman. And then you have Colby McQuinn in at quarterback for Stanberry. He's going to do a lot for the Bulldogs, kind of settle his team down. He's a multi-year starter going against Chase Klein, who it's his first year. But, again, both of the teams, I'd say those 4 players, you would say it's probably a push, maybe give a little bit of a difference to Tucker Schieber and the running game over Elliott Mercer just with his experience, and then maybe give a little bit more to Chase Klein with his passing ability compared to Colby McQuinn, but both great athletes in their own thing, and so it's kind of a push between those 4 players, and those are the 4 to watch out for on offense between the two teams.
Yeah, exactly. Tucker Schieber, he's a big name in 8-man football. You know, when you talk about the best backs in the state, he's got to be up there, but Elliott Mercer's really emerging as one of the best backs as well. He's kind of taken over the starting role for the Albany Warriors. Last week he got mostly all of the carries until the game was kind of out of hand. Chase Klein, we really didn't know a lot about him coming into the season. He hadn't had too many starts. He's taken the starting job from his brother Kemper Klein as he graduated, and he's ran with it. His completion percentage has probably been at least 60% in every game. It seems like he's always about 9 for 12.
9 for 12 and 9 for 13 the past 2 weeks for Chase Klein.
Yeah, exactly, and that hinges a lot on just his ability to escape pressure and just stay calm. There's been several plays where he's been pressured right away. He's able to scramble out, make a nice throw, and a lot of that hinges on the run game. The Warriors have been able to really get the run game going. When the run game's going, that opens up the play action, opens up some deep shots down the field. We haven't even talked about Kyle Emerson yet, who has really taken 8-man by storm. Really kind of nobody really knew who he was before this season, and he's been one of the most electric players in 8-man football in terms of big explosive plays. He's made many of them for Albany this season.
And that's the one player I'd put in almost any team. You put him in open space against anybody, and I'd put my money on Kyle Emerson.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he doesn't even really get kicked to anymore. Early in the season, it seemed like every time he got the ball, if it wasn't a return for a touchdown, they were starting almost at midfield. They don't even kick to him anymore on kickoffs. But Albany still does the best they can to get the ball in his hands, get him out in space. I don't know anybody who could keep up with him. It seems like if he gets a little bit of separation, he's gone.
Yes. We'll be back in just a moment with more of your BTC Bank pregame tonight. Tonight's pregame brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, community-minded, just like you. We'll be back with the interview with the head coach, Doug Fountain, when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV. Whether you're hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's also has daily lunch specials with the lunch buffet on Wednesdays. Make sure you leave room for dessert though, because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany. Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank school mascot debit card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and you can earn that school extra cash. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank locations to get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded just like you. Member FDIC.
Community-minded just like you. BTC Bank.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpless smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
And welcome back into the BTC Bank pregame. We're here with the head coach of the Warriors and Doug Fountain. Coach, your team is coming off a 72-26 victory last week for homecoming, in which your team threw for 248 yards and 5 touchdowns and ran for 286 yards and 5 touchdowns. Talk about how important balance is in your offense.
Well, we've talked before about balance, and it's not always a numerical balance, though it happened to be that way Friday night. We really think balance is the ability to effectively do throw the ball and run the ball and be proficient at both. And as it worked out, we were numerically as well Friday night. I thought our kids up front did a great job, both in pass protection and in the run game, and getting some movement up front. And I thought our backs ran hard. Thought Chase was very efficient with the ball and took care of it, put it where it needed to be on time, and just our operational time was what it needed to be. And then we've got some playmakers out there on the perimeter that do a great job and catch the ball and make something happen after it.
So over the past couple of weeks, opposing teams have kind of tried to take Kyle Emerson out of the special teams game by either squib kicking or onside kicking. How much do you guys practice against those each week, knowing teams aren't really kicking it deep to Emerson anymore?
Well, I wouldn't kick it to him either. But no, that's a huge part of the game. I mean, we've got to end up with the football at the conclusion of the play. So if they're going to kick it to a dead spot, if they're just trying to onside kick it, we work a tremendous amount on both those phases, both those scenarios, because you'd like for special teams to be explosive a time or two in a game, but you sure can't have it hurt you. So, we work extensively and make sure the guys we have on the field can, are shortstop type guys that can field the ball and get down and make sure our offense can have it.
And then tonight you take on a team that you know real well and close rival Stanberry. Do you consider it a fun challenge or more of a hard challenge in going up against a team and a coach that you know real well?
Yeah, we're both very familiar with each other. I think they're going to think they've got some advantages in some areas, and we're going to think we have some advantages in some areas. Defensively, they move really, really well, very well coached. They're always in the right spot. You're not going to get them undisciplined. And so you just got to be able to take the fight to them and do it consistently and stay on blocks. And then offensively, they know their system, and they're going to put you in conflict and put the ball in the belly of terrific running back with a terrific quarterback and make you make a decision and try to make you wrong. So we got to be very disciplined in our assignments. We got to get downhill at them. We got to tackle well in space and be very disciplined with our eyes in the secondary, because play action is a tremendous part of their offense, and just going to be a very tremendous test for us. We hope we're a tremendous test for them, and looking forward to it.
And then speaking of the Stanberry team, they're not going to win any contest for being the biggest team in the state, but they do have a lot of team speed, along with some players that have multiple years of varsity experience. What challenge does that bring to your coaching this week?
Yeah, so, they're going to move up front, and so when we get off the football, that front's not going to be stagnant. It's going to be on the move. And so, we've got to run through contact at the offensive line. We got to protect the ball and run through contact with it and fall forward always. We got to stay out of negative situations and prevent run-throughs. And then when they've got the ball, like you said, they've got some veteran guys at the varsity level. And they're going to make some plays, but we got to rally to it. We got to be great tacklers in space and keep the lid on it. And then if you do bend a little bit, you certainly can't break.
Final question. What does your team need to do tonight in order to come away with another victory?
Stay ahead of the chains offensively, be productive each down, have some explosive plays, but you do that by just being efficient what you're doing. Defensively, we got to create some turnovers and get the ball back to our offense. We got to dominate the line of scrimmage, and if we can do that, we'll give ourselves a chance. Be sound in special teams, make sure we possess the football, and the bottom line is you just don't hurt yourself, and you get that way by not playing cautious but playing aggressive, confident in your preparation, knowing what you're doing.
All right, thanks, Coach, for joining us as a part of our BTC Bank pregame. We'll be back with the National Anthem and Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups in just a moment here on Albany TV. If you are in the market of buying or selling your home, farm, or hunting property, contact Tammy Wynn Siddons of United Country Nelson Real Estate. Tammy and the entire team of agents at United Country Nelson Real Estate in Gentry, Harrison, Mercer, Worth, and Davies counties can help you find the right property for your needs. Call Tammy Wynn Siddons today to buy or sell your property at 660-726-8104. Check out all of United Country Nelson Real Estate's current listings at nelsonsoldit.com.
Schultz Convenience Store on 136 in Albany has everything you need to keep you running. Schultz has coffee and gas to get you moving in the morning. Fountain Pop, sandwiches, and Champ's Chicken to fuel your lunchtime hunger. They also carry candy and ice cream to keep you awake during the afternoon. At night, Schultz Adult Beverages and Scratchers to help you unwind. That's Schultz Convenience Store in Albany, where they can fuel you up in more ways than one.
In life, as in football, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance. Someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy.
To get started, contact Nick Smith, a financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
Northwest Cell, your local cell phone provider, is a proud supporter of all local schools. Northwest Cell has authorized agents located in Albany, Grant City, Maryville, Mound City, Oregon, Rockport, Stanberry, and Tarkio. Stop in at any of Northwest Cell's authorized agents or visit nwmcell.com to learn about their FlexPay unlimited data plans or any of this month's hot deals.
Hogue Lumber Company in Albany is here to help you with all of your DIY projects. Whether you're doing a home remodel, some repair work, a painting job, or a plumbing job, Hogue Lumber Company's dedicated staff can help you get the materials that you need to do the job right. Hogue Lumber Company in Albany is your trusted hometown hardware store and lumber yard for more than 4 decades.
And welcome back out again here to Stanberry. Remember, tonight's pregame is brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, community-minded, just like you. And I'd like to thank all of our sponsors help you bring you tonight's broadcast of Albany Stanberry High School football. BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center locations in Bethany and Albany. Winner's Circle trophies and awards north in Albany. Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, the Albany Hy-Vee, and United Country Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company, Agent Tammy Wynn Siddons. Schultz Convenience Store, Smith Insurance and Prudential in Albany, Northwest Cell, Mosaic Medical Center, Raymond Smith Body Shop, East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center, Johnson Controls, Sublime Flamingo Boutique LLC, and the Briar Patch, both on the west side of the square in Albany. Shadowfax on 136 in Albany, along with Papa's Family Restaurant on 136. H&B Bank of Stanberry, West Fork Tire and Auto, Eckards of Stanberry, Pineview Manor, Bank Northwest in Stanberry, the City of Albany, Albany Booster Club, the Albany and Stanberry School Districts, and the Printery and New Shopper located in Albany. Again, I'm Jared Rolfes, joined along with color commentator and cameraman for the night, and Brett Williams. And Brett, we've talked about it already a little bit. Well, we talked about it with Coach Fountain. Big game tonight. Both teams coming in at 5-1. Both teams know each other very, very well. It's a rivalry game. It's a big game for conference, a big game for districts, and add icing on the top, it's also homecoming tonight for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of stakes. With that comes a lot of pressure. We'll see which team, maybe some nerves could play a factor. That's always something you got to take into account. But Stanberry's going to be motivated, and so is Albany.
We'll let you listen in here to the Stanberry Bulldog Marching Band for the national anthem, followed by tonight's Hogue Lumber Company starting lineups.
If you would all please stand and face the flag at the north end of the field, remove your cap, and join our Stanberry Marching Bulldogs for the playing of our national anthem.
And now for tonight's starting lineups, brought to you by Hogue Lumber Company. Remember, before you start your next project, stop in and talk to the experts at Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri.
Starters for tonight's game. For the Warriors, number 53, Bryce Martin. Number 21, Trevor Akins. Number 12, Chase Klein. Number 3, Kyle Emerson. Number 64, Seth Miller. Number 18, Zane Rippey. Number 11, Andrew Wiles. And number 10, Elliot Mercer. Warriors are coached by Doug Fountain, assisted by Glenn Hamilton, Jake Nichols, and Bobby G. Smith. And now, Bulldog fans, get on your feet. It's time to meet your starters for tonight's game. Number 1, Colby McQuinn. Number 6, Treston Williams. Number 8, Colby McQueen. Number 13, Aiden Law. Number 17, Braden Hahn. Number 23, Decker Heidi. Number 25, Tucker Schieber. And number 35, Reagan Heidi. Bulldogs are coached by Shane Hilton, assisted by Jeffrey Mirande, Jerry McMillan, and Chris Vandraska.
So those were the starters for the Albany offense and the Stanberry defense. Let's take a look here at the starting defense tonight for the Warriors. On the defensive line will be Seth Miller along with Hunter Coyle, Bryce Martin, and then at the linebacker positions will be Andrew Wiles and Elliot Mercer. In the defensive backfield will be Trevor Akins, Cole Emerson, and Kyle Emerson. Take a look at the offensive starters tonight for the Bulldogs. On the offensive line will be Jordan Wright, Calvin Smithson, and Reagan Heidi. Tight end positions will be Colton Dias and Decker Heidi. Starting quarterback will be Colby McQuinn. Running backs will be Braden Hahn and also Tucker Schieber. So again, those are your offensive and defensive starters for tonight's game, brought to you by Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri. Remember, before you start your next project, stop in and talk to the experts at Hogue Lumber Company in Albany, Missouri. We're back with the kickoff when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
No job is too big or too small for the professionals at Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. With over 100 years of combined experience with auto body, they offer the reliability and prompt service by using the latest in technology to get your vehicle back on the road. Raymond Smith Body Shop is also a complete wrecker service as well as glass repair and body work. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. They're prepared to get you in and out and back on the road. See them today on Highway 136 East in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. They're there to serve you.
East Fork Lodge and Ranch is tucked away in the solitude of over 1,000 private acres of rolling hills, beautiful trees, and fields just north of Albany. East Fork Lodge is complete with 11 private suites, 3 private cabins, and all the amenities you could ever desire. You're sure to be comfortable when staying only a few days or just a few hours. East Fork Lodge is the perfect location for weddings, corporate retreats, reunions, family vacations, or even a weekend getaway with some friends. Email Jamie at eastforklodge.com for more information on East Fork Lodge and Ranch. When you bank at H&B Bank, you bank with a financial institution that people trust. You also bank with an institution that handles decision-making locally. When you're in need of lending advice, turn to the bank that carries experience and compassion for every situation. With loans available for home mortgages, rural land, ag lending, and much more, you can trust that H&B Bank provides the right fit for all your needs. Come see the staff at the Stanberry branch and see how H&B Bank is making it possible. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Hello, Clarice. Our son wrote the word red rum all over the white carpet. Where shall we go for new carpet? Lowe's, Menards, Home Depot.
Hi, it's Kara at Eckerd's. Don't let bad service and scary prices get you down this fall season. Let us take the horror out of your remodeling experience. Shop local and shop safe. Eckerd's on the square in Stanberry. Eckerd's low prices. They're here.
They're gonna need a bigger role.
If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits: medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team.
And welcome back out again here to Stanberry for Stanberry's homecoming tonight. It's a matchup here between the two 5-1 teams in the Grand River Conference West. Again, we talked about it as well. Also, a spot for that 2-3 seed in District 7. Let's go over some of those. What the standings are right now in District 7. At the moment, Worth County sits at the top, record of 5-1. 45.5 points. Stanberry at number 2 at 5-1 with 41.3 points. They're actually tied with Platte Valley, who's sitting at number 3 spot, also at 5-1. Albany at 5-1 in that 4 spot with 39.67 points. King City right below them, 2-4 with 22.67, and then rounding out is Pattonsburg with a 1-5 record and 20.67 points. So a win tonight for the Warriors would mean they're playing the last two then as well, Pattonsburg and King City. So basically, everything would be in their hands going into district playoffs here in just a little bit less than a month away now.
Yeah, and you always want to put yourself in a position where you control your own destiny. You don't want to have another team win or lose for you to get the seed that you want. So win here tonight would set the Warriors up nicely.
So Stanberry will win the toss. They will elect to receive the football, and they will be moving from left to right here to start the ball game.
Referee, Kevin Bristol. Umpire, Trey Downs. Linesman, Matt Murphy. Line judge.
So as we get set here for tonight's game, remember tonight's pregame brought to you tonight by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, community-minded, just like you.
And we didn't talk about it a lot, or actually at all in the pregame, but we got a little bit of a chill in the air tonight. It's football weather.
It is finally football weather.
It seems like we're
no mandatory water breaks tonight.
Yeah, it seems like we're getting some cooler weather. First game of the season where it's been this type of weather. So best time of the year in my opinion.
Oh yes, a lot less cramping going on. So that's also one thing to look for. Deep for Stanberry will be Treston Williams. We've talked a lot about Kyle Emerson and his ability to break one in a kicking game. Treston Williams can do the same thing for the Bulldogs. So Quentin Herkman will kick off here. We'll see how he will kick off, whether they will kick it deep or whether they'll squib kick here. And the opening kickoff of the game is going to be an onside kick here by Trevor Akins, but recovered by the Bulldogs. And it's Reagan Heidi that recovers it just in front of midfield at this Albany 39-yard line.
Well, they go for an early onside kick right out of the gate. It's a gutsy decision. Try to take the momentum early, get the ball first. Didn't really get much of a bounce on that one. Kind of just rolled right to Stanberry, and they're going to be set up in some really good field position here for the first drive of the game.
So quickly coming to the line here will be the Bulldogs. Colby McQuinn underneath center here for the Bulldogs. Handoff is going to be kept here by McQuinn, trying to break free. Couple of missed arm tackles. McQuinn still on his feet, breaking to the opposite side of the field. And he'll be rushing to the end zone and is going to be just met right before the end zone. The two Emerson brothers knock him out of bounds, but a big run by Colby McQuinn down inside the 5, and he'll come up hobbling a little bit as well. So a big run there by Colby McQuinn on the quarterback keeper. Brings it inside the 5-yard line down to the 4. And that is something to watch out for if he continues to limp around. That could take away some of the explosiveness of his game. So just 30 seconds in, Stanberry has a 1st and goal. McQuinn hands this one off to Schieber, and he's going to be met at the line. First, the Warrior there, Bryce Martin there on the stop.
Well, the Warriors get Nice penetration through the offensive line. They kind of had that in that first play, but just couldn't quite finish the play off. Didn't do a very good job of tackling on that first drive. They respond better here on 1st and goal. But the problem is Stanberry's so close to the end zone, they've got to do it 3 more times.
So still scoreless here, just about a minute into the ball game, and Colby McQuinn going to come out of the ball game here for a moment and get looked at here on the near sideline. So now in at quarterback is going to be Colby McQueen. He'll go underneath center, takes the snap. Handoff up the middle, this time to Braden Hahn, and he's going to be met after maybe just a short gain of maybe about a yard.
Well, it looked like about the same play there from Stanberry, trying to just get a push up the middle on the Warrior defensive line. They've done a nice job in these last 2 tries of just stopping it right at the line of scrimmage. But Stanberry's going to have 2 more tries here. I doubt they try that again. Probably going to go to the outside or maybe even pass the ball. We'll see here what they decide to do.
So a 3rd and goal from the 3-yard line with their starting quarterback on the sideline. Just a minute and a half here in the ball game. McQueen calls out the blitz. Now gets back underneath center, takes the snap, looking to pass for the end zone. And it's going to be complete. Pass caught that time by the tight end, Decker Heidi.
Colby McQueen to
Well,
Decker Heidi.
under 2 minutes into the game, Stanberry strikes first. They get a nice run on the first play from scrimmage from Colby McQueen, and they're able to finish off the drive. Very nice start here for Stanberry.
And it's a quick 6 points here for the Bulldogs. Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn-Siddons. 2-point conversion attempt is good. Tucker Schieber runs it up the middle. 2-point conversion is good. 8-0. Stanberry with the lead. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Bulldogs lead 8.
All the care you need is right here in our community. At Mosaic Medical Center Albany, our board-certified doctors and healthcare professionals provide quality care that fits your schedule. And we're constantly expanding services and adding diagnostic technologies to better serve neighbors like you. When complicated cases occur, you can rest easy knowing we can consult with other Mosaic doctors and even Mayo Clinic to find treatments that work for you. Learn more at mymlc.com/Albany.
And welcome back out to Stanberry as the Bulldogs lead here 8-0. And Colby McQueen still kind of getting looked at here on the near sideline. As kicking off here for the Bulldogs will be Nate Giffen. Back inside his own 5-yard line is Kyle Emerson. We talked about it with Coach Fountain during pregame. Even he wouldn't kick it to Kyle Emerson. We'll see if Hilton will gamble with that or not. And he will. It will be a deep kick. Emerson will catch it right about his goal line. And he's going to go out here on the near sideline. Rushes across the middle. Now cuts back. Kyle Emerson is going to take this one to the house for a Warrior touchdown.
Well, they took a gamble. It didn't pay off. You just can't kick it to him. He gets an open field, and there might not be a man in 8-man football who can catch him. He gets in open space. Good blocking from the Warrior kick return team. Not even touched on his way to the end zone. What a response from Albany. Stanberry puts a quick 8 points on the board. They come right back on the kickoff return, get 6 of their own. We'll see here if they can tie it up.
Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn-Siddons. 2-point conversion upcoming here for the Warriors. Chase Klein will take the snap in the shotgun. Handoff to Elliott Mercer. Makes his way into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The Warriors answer right back. And it is now an 8-8 tie with 9:52 left to play here in the first quarter. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Pineview Manor in Stanberry has been providing kind, gentle, and compassionate care for over 40 years. Pineview Manor is a skilled nursing facility that provides care for residents requiring a certain level of medical care that can't be met through home or other community services. Pineview Manor in Stanberry features physical, occupational, and speech therapy, as well as assisted living. Pineview Manor in Stanberry. There's someplace like home.
Welcome back out again here to Stanberry. It's an 8-8 tie after Stanberry on the first play from scrimmage. Colby McQuinn took it down inside the 5. Warriors answer back with a big touchdown off the kickoff return. And now Quentin Herkman will kick off. Be a little pooch kick out to the outside, and it's going to go out of bounds at the 20-yard lines on the far sideline.
Well, ball's going to be moved up a little bit off the out-of-bounds kick, but still not going to be quite as good a field position as the Bulldogs had on that last drive with the failed onside kick by the Warriors. They were past midfield on the start of that drive. They're going to start this one at about the 21.
I think they'll actually start about the 25 or 26-yard line. It's a 5-yard penalty for going out of bounds. And they'll start just past the 25-yard line.
Kick at the 25-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 upcoming here for the Bulldogs. With just over 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter play, it's an 8-8 tie. But at the moment, the big story for Stanberry is Colby McQueen on the sideline. McQueen takes over at the quarterback position underneath center for the Bulldogs. Hands the ball off to Tucker Schieber, and he's going to break loose out of a tackle. And he's going to get thrown down, but not before he crosses midfield. There on the stop that time for the Warriors was Andrew Wiles.
Yeah, really good run on 1st and 10 there for Tucker Schieber. Albany's not going to be able to win this game if he gets too many runs like that. They've got to stop those runs early. If he runs all over him here, it's going to be tough for Albany to win this one.
That's a big first down run there by Tucker Schieber and gives the Bulldogs a 1st and 10. McQueen takes the snap, hands this one off to Williams in the backfield. Gets out of an arm tackle. Penalty flag flies, and Williams is going to be shoved out of bounds by a host of Warriors at about the 32-yard line. But a hold against the Bulldogs will push this one back, and it'll be about a 1st and 20 after the penalty flag.
Well, the penalty is going to push Stanberry back 10 yards, but again on that play, still Albany had a couple of missed tackles there. They've had quite a few early in this game. That's something that has been a problem in certain games, and they've done a good job in some other games. And when you're facing a back like Tucker Schieber, you can't have too many missed tackles like that, and they're piling them up early here in this one.
1st down 20.
So they'll put it at the Stanberry 36-yard line. So it'll be a 1st and 20, and it's a handoff that is botched and is going to be recovered after about a gain of a yard. Recovering it there was Braden Hahn.
Yeah, poor execution there by the Bulldogs. They get the 1st and 10 penalty. Now a fumble, a wasted play there, and they really needed to try and get some back now. Now it's a 2nd and 19, and they're not quite to midfield yet. Going to be a tall task to convert this one.
If you're a Stanberry Bulldog fan, the thing you don't want me to say, Colby McQueen getting his knee wrapped up here on the near sideline, probably not going to be back into this ball game. Schieber gets the handoff. Trying to cut back up the middle. He'll be taken down just past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 10 brings up now a 3rd and 9.
Yeah, 10-yard run, not bad there by the Bulldogs. Going to be 3rd and 9. They cross midfield. They're 4-down territory here. They don't have to get it all back here, but they got to try and get some yards here, make this 4th and manageable. And they'll take a 1st down too, of course.
So a 3rd and 9 upcoming here for the Bulldogs. 8:13 left to play here in the first quarter. Schieber will go in motion. McQueen hands it off to Schieber, trying to bounce it outside. Gets wrapped up, gets out of the tackle, but still able to fall forward enough down to the 30-yard line. There on the stop was Andrew Wiles and Bryce Martin.
Well, good effort there by Tucker Schieber. Looked like he was going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage or maybe even a few yards past it. Able to fight through a tackle, get a few yards now, make this about a 4th and 6. And that's 4th and manageable there for the Bulldogs. They can convert this one with a good play.
7:35 left to play here in the opening quarter. 8-8 tie. Stanberry, a big play, a 4th and 6 upcoming. Colby McQueen underneath center. And they're going to get a false start called here against Treston Williams. And that'll move the Bulldogs back 5 yards and make it a 4th and 11.
Yeah, that's what coaches, they talk about discipline. That's what they're talking about right there is 4th and about 6 or so. They get a false start penalty. Now you're looking at about a 4th and 11 or 4th and 12. Much harder to convert that one.
And now if you're Coach Hilton, you have the decision of going for it here or trying to pin the Warriors back deep in their own zone. Looks like they will go for it. McQueen underneath center. And they're going to again get Treston Williams for a false start. and that's going to push them back even more, and that's really going to make Stanberry make a decision here.
Yeah, now they're beyond midfield. It's going to be about 4th and 17. Yeah, you might think about punting this one. It's going to be tough to convert a 4th and 17, but it looks like they're going to try and run a play.
So they'll be on their side of midfield, right about the Albany 39-yard line. They need the Albany 24 for a first down. 6:52 left to play here in the first quarter. McQueen takes a snap, looking to pass, pressure from the Warriors, and he's going to be taken down, and it's a sack by the seniors, Quentin Herkman and Bryce Martin, and that's an Albany High-V sack. Fill your grocery sack with all your tailgating favorites at your tailgate headquarters, your local Albany High-V.
Well, I was just about to say, if they drop back to pass, throw a shot down the field, the Warrior DBs need to bat it down. Bat it down. Do not get the interception. You'll have great field position if you just bat it down. They get a sack, set themselves up in even better field position here, past or just at the 30-yard line here. They're in Stanberry territory.
So a 1st and 10 for the Warriors from the Stanberry 30-yard line, their first official offensive snap here tonight. Handoff will go to Mercer. He's going to get met immediately and get taken down. And the first Bulldog there was Aiden Law.
We talked about it in the pregame. Elliot Mercer's kind of taken the role of the lead running back here for the Warriors as the season's gone along. He's had 2 really good back-to-back games. First over in Rosendale against North Andrew, then last week on homecoming against Princeton. He's really making a name for himself in 8-man football.
Klein in the shotgun formation. Kyle Emerson lined up wide to the right. Handoff will go to Mercer. He's going to break through a couple of tackles, gets hit forward, and he's going to get past the 20-yard line down to the 19. And that is going to be enough for that's going to be enough for an Albany Warrior. Schultz first down. Remember, you can fuel your car or body by visiting Schultz Convenience Store in Albany off US 136 to keep you moving like the Warriors are keeping this drive moving.
And he's able to pick up that first down with something that he's been really good at all year, and that's getting yards after contact. Drug a Stanberry Bulldog a few yards, finally gets taken down, but he always fights for those extra yards.
Klein takes the snap, hands off to Mercer. And he's going to get pushed back by a host of Bulldogs. But not before Mercer can pick up about 2 yards there on the carry. Brings it just outside of the 17-yard line. So it'll be a 2nd and long 8 here for the Warriors. 5:13 left to play here in the opening quarter. 8-8 is the tie. Stanberry scored in their first possession. Warriors answered right back with the kickoff return for a touchdown. Handoff to Mercer, trying to bounce it outside. And is going to get tripped up just shy the first down yard marker. And it'll bring up now a 3rd down.
3rd down and short here. Typical run down. I wouldn't be surprised if the Warriors try and do play action here. Maybe try and get the Bulldogs selling out for the run. Try and throw it over the top of him. We just wouldn't be surprised to see that one.
So a 3rd and 2 upcoming for the Warriors. 4.5 left here in the first quarter. And now Klein gets quickly up underneath center, trying to push forward. And he's going to make it to the 10-yard line, but I believe going to be just shy of the first down yard marker.
Yeah, he didn't
so it'll bring up a 4th and short.
He didn't quite get it there. They do go for a little bit of trickery, just not quite in the way I expected it. They run up, and Klein gets under center, tries to get a push. Didn't quite get enough, and it's going to be a 4th down and 1. This would be a huge stand for the Bulldogs if they're able to get it here.
Just underneath 4 minutes left, a 4th and 1 facing the Warriors. Klein again will go up underneath center. Trying to get the Bulldogs to jump off sides, and the Warriors will call a timeout. Their first Petty John Auto Center timeout here of the night. Remember to check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com. Back with more in a moment. 3:47 left here in the first quarter. 8-8 is the score.
Get your tickets down by the concession stand.
Whether you are meeting up with friends to shoot a game of pool, throw some darts, or maybe play some cards, Shadowfax in Albany has something for you. Shadowfax is your football game day headquarters with the game live on the big screen. Shadowfax is open 3 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. Monday through Saturday. And now, open on Sundays during football season. So bring your friends on out to Shadowfax, just off of US 136 in Albany. If your little fashionista is needing a new trendy outfit for her closet, stop by Sublime Flamingo Boutique on the west side of the square in Albany. They carry girls' clothing in sizes newborn to 14. Sublime.
Welcome back out to Stanberry. A big 4th and 1 coming up here for the Warriors. 3:47 left to play here in the opening quarter. Game tied up at 8-8. Chase Klein takes the snap, handoff to Elliott Mercer, and he's going to get pushed forward enough for another Albany Warrior first down. Remember, that is an Albany Warriors Schultz first down. Fuel your car and body at Schultz Convenience Store off US 136 in Albany.
Well, not much space there for Elliott Mercer to navigate through, but they didn't need much. They just needed 1 yard. Nice second effort there, and nice job by the offensive line to just push him forward. They didn't need much, and they got it there. New set of downs for the Warriors.
So it'll be 1st and goal coming up from the Stanberry 8-yard line. Klein will hand this one off to Mercer, trying to bounce it outside, and is going to get thrown down out of bounds just inside the 5-yard line. And they'll mark him down at the 5 as Braden Hahn there in on the stop.
4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
A lot of short gains early in the game here for the Warriors, but those are the type of runs that can wear down a defense and could potentially get that Stanberry defense tired, not only on this drive, but later in the game as well.
2nd and goal coming up from just inside the Stanberry 5-yard line. Klein looking to pass, rolls out to his left, looking for the end zone, and incomplete. There for the catch was Trevor Akins, and just unable to bring in the pass.
Yeah, some pressure there by Klein, or Klein, the pressure that Klein faced, had to roll it to his left, make kind of a tough throw. Not a terrible throw. It looked like it did hit his receiver in the hands, and a tough break there for the Warriors, as if they haul that one in, that's a touchdown, and they take this lead.
So it'll be a 3rd and goal upcoming now from the 4-yard line here of the Bulldogs. Tied 8-8 here on Stanberry's homecoming. 3:13 still left to play here in the opening quarter. Stanberry, though, down their starting quarterback, Colby McQuinn. Injured on the first play of the game. Chase Klein hands this one off. Up the middle, spinning. Still on his feet, churning, is Elliott Mercer, and he's going to be down at about the 1 or 2 yard line.
A lot of short gains here for the running back Elliott Mercer. Stanberry's done a good job of not letting him break too many runs off big yet. It's going to be a 4th and goal from about the 4-yard line here for the Warriors.
Well, they have it about the 2-yard line here. Last play was from the 4, so they get about just inside the 2 here for the Warriors on a 4th and goal. And now, even if you don't get this, don't lose any yards, because pushing Stanberry back on offense would be a bad thing too. But this time, taking it, Elliott Mercer into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors.
I don't really know what happened on the handoff, but Elliott kind of ran into his quarterback, Chase Klein. But again, they get just enough of a push to get past the goal line. Warriors get their 2nd touchdown of the game. Another touchdown for Elliott Mercer, and they take the lead.
Remember, you can score a touchdown too when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons. So now Klein will come to the shotgun empty. Rolls out to the right, looking for the end zone. And looking for Elliott Mercer, brings in the catch, but unable to get into the end zone. 2-point conversion fails. Warriors, though, lead 14-8 with 2:27 left to play here in the opening quarter. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
If your little fashionista is needing a new trendy outfit for her closet, stop by Sublime Flamingo Boutique on the west side of the square in Albany. They carry girls' clothing in sizes newborn to 14. Sublime Flamingo Boutique also sells prom dresses. With so many styles in stock, you're sure to find something you will love. Call to schedule your dress fitting at 660-851-1122 or visit SublimeFlamingoBoutique.com to make an appointment. We can't wait to help you find the perfect dress.
And welcome back out to Stanberry. The Bulldogs trail the Warriors by 6. Here with 2:27, they'll get the football back here on the kickoff. So the Warriors will kick off here with Quentin Herkman. Again, back to receive the football for the Bulldogs will be Treston Williams. And he'll be back inside his own 15-yard line down to about his own 13. Warriors kicked it out of bounds last time. We'll see if they do it again here. And they will this time at the 26-yard line. That's going to give Stanberry good starting field position.
Yeah, another out-of-bounds kick for the Warriors. Stanberry will take over. They're on that last drive. Stanberry kind of shot themselves in the foot a little bit, made some mistakes, some undisciplined mistakes. Albany really didn't do much on defense to really stop them except for that big fourth down sack. They still missed a few tackles. They're going to have to clean that up here on this drive and going forward.
So Stanberry will just start past their own 30. Colby McQueen now underneath center for the Bulldogs. Schieber in the backfield along with Hahn, and they're going to get an offsides here against Hunter Coyle.
Offsides against the Warriors.
That was a couple of false starts last drive for the Bulldogs, and now offsides for the Warriors sets up a nice 1st and 5 here for the Bulldogs. Nice little nice help there, I guess, from the Warriors to start this drive off.
McQueen takes the snap. Handoff goes to Schieber. And he'll be stopped after picking up 3 quick yards as he just explodes through the line there on the tackle for the Warriors. That time was Jay Anthony.
3. Sorry, 2nd down 3.
Second and 3 play upcoming for the Bulldogs. 2 minutes left to play here in the first quarter. They trail by 6. McQueen hands this one off to Hahn. And he's going to have enough for a first down as it gets across midfield. There on the stop that time was Hunter Coyle.
Well, a short gain there, and on a regular 1st and 10, it'd be about a 3rd and 5 or about a 3rd and 4 here. But with a first down offsides penalty, the Warriors kind of helped out the Bulldogs, gave them a 1st and 5, and fresh set of downs here for the Bulldogs.
So 1st and 10 for Stanberry. And again, they're going to get Treston Williams here on the penalty on the false start. Just moving a little too quickly, just kind of leans forward with, and that usually that's the signal that he's probably going to get the ball. But if he keeps doing that, he will not be on the field much longer for Hilton, as those types of penalties will really make a coach upset.
Yeah, he's racked him up here in this first quarter, kind of a couple of times here, really put the Bulldogs in a bad position here. They had a nice first down there on their first set of downs. Now it's 1st and 15. They're going to have to try and get those yards back.
And now it's a botched handoff, and I believe the Warriors are going to recover it. And there underneath it is Elliott Mercer.
Elliott Mercer for the Warriors.
Well, last drive it was unforced errors by the Bulldogs, and again, unforced errors here on this drive gives the Warriors the ball right back. Not really a forced fumble by the Warriors, just miscommunication on the handoff, and Elliott Mercer slides in, scoops it up. Warriors the golden opportunity here to take control of this game early and make it a 2-possession game.
So 1st and 10 for the Warriors from the Stanberry 32-yard line. Have yet to take a snap in Stanberry's side of the field. And there's going to be a penalty flag that flies, an offside or a false start here against the Warriors.
Yeah, both teams racking those up, and any coach will tell you that's just undisciplined. You got to be able to know when not. You got to know when to go. And right now, both teams are racking up those false start penalties. Albany's had a couple of or had one offsides. Just undisciplined on both sides.
And so that's the one thing a coach will tell you on offense. You know what the snap count is. You should not jump offside. So the snap here to Chase Klein, hands off to Quentin Herkman up the middle. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe picks up a yard there on the play as Aiden Law there on the stop for the Bulldogs.
Gain of a yard, 2nd down, 14.
So So a 2nd and 14 now upcoming here for the Bulldogs. Here for the Warriors. 40 seconds remain here in the opening quarter. Albany leads 14-8. Chase Klein takes a snap. Handoff to Quentin Herkman. Stiff arms a man. Down the near sideline is going to be knocked down just shy of the 20-yard line. As Schieber there in on the stop there for the Bulldogs. It's going to be enough for an Albany Warriors Schultz first down. Fuel your car and body at Schultz Convenience Store off US 136 to keep you moving like the Warriors are keeping this drive moving.
Well, one of the few 10-plus yard runs the Warriors have had in this one. A nice stiff arm there by Quentin Herkman gets him a few extra. And that's one of the few big runs the Warriors have gotten early in this game.
Cole Emerson lined up wide to the right here for the Warriors. Klein looking to pass. Down the far sideline for Emerson. And unable to bring it in. Good defensive coverage played that time by the junior Treston Williams.
Yeah, really good coverage there. Stuck right by Cole Emerson step for step.
That was McQueen there on the coverage.
Yeah, didn't really contact him illegally, just stuck his hand straight up. Really not a chance there for Emerson to haul that one in.
So brings up now a 2nd and 10 for the Warriors from the Stanberry 21-yard line. Handoff will go to Herkman, trying to cut it back inside, spins down for a gain of about 2.5 yards. There in on the stop that time was Reagan Heide for the Bulldogs. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter. Albany leads 14-8. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
The Briar Patch on the west side of the square in Albany has gifts for every occasion. The Briar Patch can help you with fresh flowers, green plants, candles, willow tree angels, customized cups, and so much more. They also deliver your gift items. Don't forget, the Briar Patch also features tuxedo rentals for all occasions. To schedule a fitting for your tux or to order your one-of-a-kind gifts, call the Briar Patch on the square in Albany at 660-726-4170.
West Fork Tire and Auto in Stanberry can get you up and running when your vehicles fail this winter season. So if you run into trouble and tire work needs done, give West Fork Tire and Auto a call at 660-783-0011. They also have an on-the-farm service truck for when you run into problems on the farm. West Fork Tire on the southeast side of the square in Stanberry. Give them a call today, 660-783-0011, where they have service you can depend on with pricing you deserve.
And welcome back to Stanberry as we start the second quarter. Chase Klein hands this one off to Quentin Herkman and pushes forward for just a couple of yards. As Decker Heide there in on the stop brings up now about a 4th and 7.
Yeah, not much room to run there for Quentin Herkman. More often than not, Stanberry's done a nice job of keeping these runs for short gains. Now it's going to be a 4th and 7, about almost 4th and 8. Let's see here. Albany probably going to pass the ball, but you just never know. They've got two really good backs that could pick up 8 yards on any given play.
Also maybe watch out for a quarterback keeper here with Chase Klein as the Warriors will bunch 3 receivers to the right. Klein looking across the middle, wide open, Trevor Akins, and he is going to take this to the house. It's a Warrior touchdown.
Well, again, pressure there from the Bulldogs. Klein had to get rid of it quickly. Delivers a nice pass to Akins, who looked like he was wide open there. And the Warriors put together a couple of nice drives back-to-back, paired with that kick return from Kyle Emerson to take control early here in the second quarter.
Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list your United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons. 2-point conversion attempt in motion is Akins. And they're going to get a false start here against the Warriors on the 2-point conversion attempt.
Yeah, false starts piling up here for both teams early in the game, and nothing you can say other than they just got to execute better. Those are just unforced errors, and 1 or 2 a game, that stuff it happens, but we've got several here, and it's only the second quarter.
So 2-point conversion attempt upcoming from the Stanberry 8-yard line. Again, 3 receivers bunched up to the right here for the Warriors. Klein takes a snap. Here comes pressure again from the Bulldogs, looking end zone. And incomplete Pass intended that time for Quentin Herkman. 2-point conversion fails. Warriors lead, though, 20-8 with 11-12 left here in the second quarter of play. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Bank Northwest is a full-service bank offering checking, interest-bearing accounts, savings accounts, certificates of deposit, safe deposit boxes, as well as agricultural, real estate, business, and consumer loans. Bank Northwest features 5 locations in Northwest Missouri in Bethany, Cameron, Hamilton, Polo, and Stanberry, as well as 8 easy-to-use ATM locations throughout the area as well. Bank Northwest is your hometown bank covering Northwest Missouri. Bank Northwest, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
And welcome back out again here to Stanberry. 11-12 left to play here in the second quarter. As Quentin Herkman will kick off again here for Albany. Albany has scored their touchdowns off of a kickoff return, a turnover on downs on Stanberry's side of the field, and then a fumble recovery. As Herkman will kick off. And this one will go out of bounds here on the near sideline right around the 25-yard line.
So another out-of-bounds kick there for the Bulldogs. They'll take over here. And like you said there, it's been a lot of Stanberry errors that have set the Warriors up nicely. First of all, they backed themselves up with some penalties, got themselves in an obvious passing situation on 4th and long. The Warriors were able to send pressure, get a big 4th down sack. Then that fumble recovery, the Warriors, again, got set up nicely in good field position here. Bulldogs really got to execute on this drive, try and get in the end zone, cut into this Warrior lead.
Colby McQueen underneath center for the Bulldogs. It'll be a pitch out to Tucker Schieber to the right, trying to cut it back. And he is going to be knocked down, but not before he picks up about 70 yards there on the carry. They're in on the stop that time, Zane Rippey.
Yeah, 7-yard gain, not really going to jump off the stat sheet at you, but that was a good run by Tucker Schieber. Makes a guy miss and then runs over a guy to get a few extra yards here. Second down and about 3 or 4. Very manageable down here for the Bulldogs.
And it'll be a pitch out here to Schieber, this time to the near sideline. Runs into his own blocker, and a penalty flag will fly as Schieber's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Wiles and Rippey there again and on the stop.
Personal foul, face mask.
And they're going to call a face mask here against the Warriors. And that is going to give Stanberry a first down after the penalty.
Pretty sure that flag flew even before the tackle, so that was just off the ball.
The 15-yard penalty takes the ball all the way down to the Warrior 28-yard line.
And I'll put it down the Warrior 28, so a big first down after that penalty flag. Gives Stanberry another shot inside Albany territory. And the handoff up the middle. And Schieber rushes forward. And he will pick up 6 yards there on the carry inside the 25 down to the 23.
Another good first time run there by Schieber. Anytime you get 5+ yards and you can cut it into that 10-yard first and 10 and a half, that's a really good run there. And Tucker Schieber does it again for the Bulldogs.
McQueen will take the snap with Williams, getting the handoff. He'll break free, has a little bit of elusiveness. He'll break out to the end zone and in for a Bulldog touchdown. We talked about the elusiveness of Kyle Emerson. And now Treston Williams doing the same thing. We have penalty flag, though late, flying in. And we have an unsportsmanlike conduct here against the Warriors after the touchdown.
Personal foul against the Warriors after the touchdown was scored will be assessed on the kickoff.
So the unsportsmanlike conduct will be accepted on the kickoff. And getting in for the 2-point conversion is Tucker Schieber. And it's back down now to a 4-point ball game. Albany leads 2016. 9:42 left here in the second quarter. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Whether you are hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's also has daily lunch specials with the lunch buffet on Wednesdays. Make sure you leave room for dessert though, because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany.
So Stanberry scores not only a touchdown, but also get the 2-point conversion. Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons. And right now, it is a 4-point ball game in favor of the Warriors, 20-16. And after the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, Stanberry is going to kick this one off from the Albany 35-yard line. So they can kick this one deep and not really have to worry about Emerson running it back, because that has already happened once tonight. So kicking off will be Nate Giffen. Kyle Emerson back at the goal line. But in high school, if he steps in, that's a touchback, and this one is going to bounce out of the end zone for a touchback.
Kick goes out of the end zone.
Yeah, penalty there. Unfortunate for the Warriors. Very fortunate there for the Bulldogs. They're able to just boot it out of the end zone, not worry about a Kyle Emerson return. Push the Warriors deep in their own territory here. This set up their defense nicely here. The Warriors have got to go the majority of the field here to get into the end zone.
They'll start on their own 15-yard line. Kyle Emerson lines up here wide to the near side. 9:42 left to play here in the second quarter. Klein looking to pass, looking for Kyle Emerson here near sideline, and unable to bring it in. There on the coverage that time was Colby McQueen, but a penalty flag flies. I believe they're going to get defensive pass interference here against the Bulldogs. So pass interference will put the ball at the 30-yard line, a gain of 15.
15-yard penalty, 1st and 10.
For the Warriors, and that is going to be an Albany Warriors Schultz first down. Fuel your car and body at Schultz Convenience Store in Albany off 136. Elliott Mercer gets the handoff, trying to cut it back, loses the football, but they're going to call him down. No, they're going to say Stanberry recovers it. Hold.
Whistle came before firm recovery.
Well, I thought there was a whistle before anybody had really even touched it on the fumble recovery, but fumble by Mercer is going to give Stanberry the football. Good field position down inside the Albany 27-yard line. And the first down play upcoming here from the Bulldogs. Keeping it is McQueen trying to rush to the outside. He's going to be tackled down at the 25-yard line by Kyle Emerson.
Well, mistakes have been made by both teams now. Both teams have set up the other team in great field position. The Warriors just did it there with an Elliott Mercer fumble, and this is a great opportunity here, an opportunity that the Bulldogs have to take advantage of here. They can take the lead right back from the Warriors.
So they bring it just inside the 25 down to the 24, and it'll be a 2nd and 7 for the Bulldogs. McQueen takes the snap underneath center, hands it off to Schieber. Met at the line of scrimmage by Mercer. He's going to throw him down, but a penalty flag is going to fly during the tackle, and they're going to get another face mask here against the Warriors.
Personal foul, face mask.
So they're going to get the face mask against Mercer,
5-yard face mask.
but only a 5-yard penalty. So this will give Stanberry the football at about the 21-yard line.
Second down, 4.
And again, Getting it is Hahn, runs up the middle. A penalty flag again will fly. As Hahn going to be down at about the 10-yard line. But a hold against the Bulldogs is going to push this one back.
Yeah, another unforced error there by the Bulldogs. Both teams have had those there, and an unfortunate one there because that was a big run there that the Bulldogs were able to get for a first down and set them up nicely, but it's going to be brought back.
So the penalty flag flew right at about the first down yard marker at about the 18-yard line. So that will push Stanberry back to, I believe, the Albany 28, which will make it now a 2nd and 10. So 2nd and 10 upcoming. In motion will be Schieber. He'll get the handoff here to the near side. And he is going to be thrown out of bounds here by Kyle Emerson as he gets down inside the 20, down to the 17 or 18-yard line. Right near the first down yard marker. They're going to say just shy. Or maybe they're going to come and measure this one and look, because it is right at that first down yard marker.
Official timeout for measurement.
So they will measure with 8:09 left to play here in the second quarter. 20-16 Warriors lead. I said, and Stanberry trying to capitalize off the Elliott Mercer fumble. So as they bring out the chains, they're going to have it by almost a whole football length. So first down for the Bulldogs. 1st and 10 from the Stanberry 18-yard, or from the Albany 18-yard line. In motion is Schieber. He'll get the pitch. Runs into his own blocker. And now thrown back. But not before he can pick up a couple of yards down to the 15.
Well, he's able to get a couple of yards there, but nice job by Elliott Mercer to wrap Schieber up and just hold on, not really allowing him to break that first tackle and get even more yards there. It's going to be a second and about 7.
So a 2nd and 7 upcoming for Stanberry here on their homecoming night. Again, Schieber will go in motion. Handoff to Williams. Trying to juke out of a tackle. He'll get taken down at the 5-yard line there. In on the stop is Bryce Martin.
Third down, 3.
So they took him down to the 10-yard line, not the 5. So it'll be a 3rd and 3 upcoming. And McQueen hands this one off to Schieber. And again, he'll be right near that first down yard marker as Hunter Coyle there on the stop.
Yeah, it's going to be just enough for a first down. Nice job by Schieber just to kind of just dive forward, get just enough for the first down, give his team a fresh set of downs here. It's going to be 1st and goal.
As they'll put him down at the 70-yard line, 1st and goal from the 7 or the 6. McQueen takes the snap underneath center, pitch out to Williams here on the near side. He's going to be hit and plows forward into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Yeah, really high tackle attempt there by the Warriors. They really didn't get low and try and tackle him low, and he's able to fight forward across the goal line. And the Bulldogs take the lead here, have a chance to get this 2-point conversion now.
Remember, you can score a touchdown too when you let your home United Country Nelson real estate agent Tammy Wynn Siddons. And now it is a lead here for Stanberry, 22-20. They can go up by 4 if they can put in the extra a two-point conversion as well. And going up the middle, they're going to call two-point conversion. Good. Colby McQueen runs it in for the two-point conversion. And it's a 24-20 Stanberry lead. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV with 6:17 remaining in the opening half.
In our friendly small town of Albany, Missouri, we have community-minded businesses, great places to eat and shop, a historic Carnegie Public Library.
Sorry, they actually called Williams out at the 1, so that carry by McQueen was for the touchdown. But now Treston Williams will take it in for the two-point conversion. Still a 24-20 game in favor of Stanberry. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
In our friendly small town of Albany, Missouri, we have community-minded businesses, great places to eat and shop, a historic Carnegie Public Library, community center, pool, 9-hole golf course, multiple places to worship, and a strong school system. Albany is the seat of Gentry County, located off Highway 136 in the heart of northwest Missouri. Albany is a fun place to visit, but an even better place to live, where we have small town roots with a big town feel.
And welcome back out to Stanberry. 24-20 is the lead in favor of the Bulldogs. Kicking off will be Nate Giffen.
Nate Giffen kicking off for the Bulldogs.
6:17 remain here in the opening half. Kyle Emerson back at his own 5. He's already run one back tonight. Doubtful we'll see another deep kick here from Giffen, though. They will kick it deep again. This time picked up, though, by Quentin Herkman at his own 5-yard line. And he is going to be met just inside his own 15-yard line down to the 14 there on the tackle, Leo Fletchell.
A good coverage there by the kickoff team for the Bulldogs. Pushes the Warriors back into their own territory. Again, they're going to have to drive down the field. They had to do the same thing last drive, and they fumbled the ball at about midfield. We'll see if the Warriors can have a better drive.
Just the second time that the Warriors will have to start their drive on Stanberry's side of the field. Quentin Herkman in the backfield along with Chase Klein. In motion was Kyle Emerson. Herkman gets the handoff, and he'll bruise his way up just shy of the 25-yard line. And that is going to be a 10-yard carry from Quentin Herkman, enough for an Albany Warriors Schultz first down. Fuel your car and body at Schultz Convenience Store off US 136 to keep you moving like the Warriors are keeping this drive moving.
Yeah, they send Emerson in motion there. They fake the handoff to him, opens up a lot of space for Herkman to run through. A nice job on 1st and 10 to get that first down by Herkman.
Again in motion, Kyle Emerson. He'll get the handoff in the backfield. And he's going to get tripped up around the line of scrimmage. Treston Williams trips him up. It's a gain of about maybe 2 there on the carry by Kyle Emerson.
Yeah, that time they go for the handoff again. This time Emerson actually gets it. And the Bulldogs cover it well. A 2-yard gain, you'll take that, because Kyle Emerson has had many explosive plays this season.
So a 2nd and 8. Warriors will go 2 receivers right, 1 receiver to left as Cole Emerson. 2 on the right will be Zane Rippey and Kyle Emerson. In the backfield with his quarterback will be Quentin Herkman. Chase Klein on the option here to Herkman, near side. And he's going to plow past the 30-yard line down to the 31 there on the tackle, Braden Hahn.
Again, I think that was a pretty solid defensive play there by the Bulldogs. They get the pitch out from Klein early. Herkman can't really break it off outside. It's going to be about a 3rd and 4 here for the Warriors.
They'll take the snap from just inside their own 31. They'll need just inside the 35 for a first down. Now they're going to put both Emerson brothers on the left side of the field. In motion is Kyle Emerson. Handoff to Herkman. And he's going to get tripped up just short of the first down yard marker. Treston Williams there on the stop for the Bulldogs.
Really nice tackle there by Williams. It looked like Herkman had some space to run through, but Williams able to wrap him up low And Herkman not able to get the first down, but good news for the Warriors is they only need 1 yard here. They should be able to convert.
So 4th and 1, and if you're the Bulldogs, you might watch out for that play the Warriors have already run where Chase Klein runs up underneath center and takes the snap and kind of pushes forward. 3:58 left to play here in the second quarter. Handoff, Herkman breaks loose, and he's across midfield before he's taken down just short of the Stanberry 35-yard line as McQueen on the stop that time for the Bulldogs.
Well, the Warriors only needed 1. They get much more than what they needed, and that's kind of what you expected them to do was some sort of run up the middle. They just handed it off to Herkman. He's able to bounce it to the outside, get a really nice gain there on 4th and 1.
So another first down for the Warriors, another Albany Warriors Schultz first down. Quick pass out to Kyle Emerson on the screen. And he's going to be able to fight for 4 yards before he's taken down by a couple of Bulldogs.
Yeah, 4-yard gain there on the screen pass to Kyle Emerson. Again, you'll take a 4-yard gain defensively there for the Bulldogs. If you're able to bottle it up for under 10 yards, I think you take that as a win.
Oh, yeah. So 2nd and 6 upcoming for the Warriors. 3:06 remain here in the half. The Warriors trail by 4 to the Bulldogs here on Stanberry's homecoming night. Chase Klein looking to pass, has a good pocket, steps up, gets it to Kyle Emerson, complete inside the Stanberry 15, down to the Stanberry 11.
Yeah, overall, nice job blocking by the offensive line for the Warriors. Did have some pressure off the edge, but nice job by Klein just to step up in the pocket, deliver a nice throw to Emerson, and another first down for the Warriors, and they're driving.
That's another Albany Warriors Schultz first down. Fuel your car and body at Schultz Convenience Store in Albany off US 136 to keep you moving like the Warriors are keeping this drive moving. 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. 2:35 left here in the second quarter. Klein takes the snap. Handoff will go to Herkman. Bounces it back inside, and he's going to be shy of the 5-yard line. They're in on the tackle that time for Stanberry is Tucker Schieber. They'll mark him down at the 6. A gain of 6 there brings up a 2nd and 4.
2nd down, 4.
Warriors trying to put on another touchdown here before the end of the first half. Chase Klein will take the snap. Hand off to Herkman up the middle. And he'll just get about 2 yards there on the carry inside the 5 down to the 4. Reagan Heidi that time on the stop.
Third down, 2.
So a 3rd down and 2 to go for the Warriors. 1:35 left to play here in the half. Warriors trail by 4, 24-20. And there's going to be a timeout called here by the Bulldogs. And it'll be their first Petty John Auto Center timeout here at the half. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
And welcome back out again here to Stanberry. 24-20, Stanberry leads Albany. 1:24 left to play here in the half. It's a 3rd and 2 upcoming from the Stanberry 4 for the Warriors. Handoff to Herkman up the middle. And he's going to be just shy of the goal line. Should be enough for a first down.
Tackled by Decker Heidi.
As Decker Heidi there in on the stop brings up a 1st and goal for the Warrior. Remember, that first down is an Albany Warrior Schultz first down. Fuel your car and body at Schultz Convenience Store off US 136 in Albany.
Another situation where the Warriors needed 1. Nice job by Herkman to find the open space and get enough. Now the Warriors again knocking on the door.
So a 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Underneath a minute left to play here in the second quarter. Klein hurry-ups and gets underneath center. Pushes forward, gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Warriors.
Well, again, Klein runs up really quick, gets under center, goes at the QB sneaky. It's a nice push there from the offensive line and the guys behind him. And a touchdown there for the Warriors gives them the lead right back with under a minute to go in this first half.
Remember, you can score a touchdown, too, when you list from United Country Nelson real estate agent Tammy Wynn Siddons. Warriors lead by 2, going for the 2-point conversion. Kyle Emerson lines up wide right. Herkman, the deep back. He'll get the handoff, spins, still standing up, and he's finally going to be pushed back. Warriors will not get into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. It will fail. And the Warriors have a 2-point lead, 26-24, with 52 seconds remaining here in the first half. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Hogue Lumber Company in Albany is here to help you with all of your DIY projects. Whether you're doing a home remodel, some repair work, a painting job, or a plumbing job, Hogue Lumber Company's dedicated staff can help you get the materials that you need to do the job right. Hogue Lumber Company in Albany is your trusted hometown hardware store and lumber yard for more than 4 decades.
And welcome back out to Stanberry. 26-24, 52 seconds remain before halftime during our Albany Hy-Vee halftime tonight. We'll have the festivities here from Stanberry for homecoming, along with a fun little thing from the Albany school. They have a podcast out, and we will use part of that called the Coach's Corner. We'll have a little bit more information on that here during halftime as Herkman will kick off. It'll go out of bounds here on the near sideline, inside the 25-yard line at the 20 or 21, and that is where Stanberry will start with the football about their own 25 or 26.
Well, Stanberry's got under a minute, but plenty of time here at 52 seconds to try and mount a drive before this first half ends. They've got to try and put points up here on the board. Albany will receive the second half kickoff. So they'd like to try and get this lead in going into halftime.
So Colby McQueen underneath center after Colby McQueen injured on the first play of the game. Ball out, and it's going to be recovered by the Warriors. And recovering it is Zane Rippey. A botched snap, and Zane Rippey falls on it to give the Warriors the football at the Stanberry 25-yard line with just underneath 50 seconds left here in the half, and the Warriors can punch on another.
Yeah, they have a chance to get another here, and they'll get that second half kickoff. What a backbreaker for the Bulldogs. Couldn't have come at a worse time, and now it's 48 seconds, and the Warriors are only about 26 yards out from the end zone.
2 receivers right, 1 receiver left. The deep back this time, Elliott Mercer. Klein looking to pass. Here comes pressure from the Bulldogs. Looking across the middle. Kyle Emerson catches it, and a flag will fly in as well for defensive pass interference. Emerson catches it down to, looks to be about the 10-yard line. A penalty flag flies in as well, and I'm almost certain that'll be defensive pass interference on the stop that time. And in coverage was Colby McQueen. It is going to be defensive pass interference. And a timeout will be called here by the Warriors. That is another Pettyjohn Auto Center timeout, where we'll be back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Your hometown Albany Hy-Vee is your tailgate headquarters for all of your fall sports. Whether you're going to tailgate at the games or just want to enjoy the same foods at home, your Albany Hy-Vee has you covered. So make a big play by getting all of your tailgating goodies before the next big play happens at your local Albany Hy-Vee.
Where there's a helpful smile in every eye. Shop Hy-Vee.
And welcome back to Stanberry. 42 seconds remain before halftime. A first and goal from the 10-yard line for the Warriors. They lead here 26-24. Try to capitalize on the fumble. Klein looking to pass, and it's going to be thrown behind the intended receiver, Kyle Emerson, and it'll fall incomplete. And that one looked like Klein maybe kind of throwing from his back foot. Did not look like very comfortable spot to be throwing that from. And just kind of throws behind the intended receiver. Brings up a second and goal. 37 seconds remain here in the half. Cole Emerson lined up wide left. Zane Rippey, Kyle Emerson to the right. Mercer in the backfield. Kyle Emerson in motion. They'll get it to Mercer on the screen, and he's going to be taken down shy of the goal line, down at the 4. Warriors have one timeout remaining, 25 seconds left, and time continues to tick away. They're going to stop the clock here. I don't know. I don't believe that Mercer got out of bounds. There's going to be a hold called here against the Warriors.
Holding against the Warriors.
Well, then they should add some time.
And they are going to add some time onto the clock as well. So the hold against the Warriors is going to push them back down to about their own 12-yard line.
Put 26 seconds on the clock.
And they'll put 26 seconds back onto the clock.
Second down goal from the 11.
So second and goal from the 11 or 12-yard line. Chase Klein to snap for the end zone. Kyle Emerson. And it's going to be underthrown and knocked away there by Colby McQueen.
Emerson falls incomplete. Knocked down by Colby McQueen.
So it'll bring up a third and goal from the 11-yard line. 18 seconds remain. Cole Emerson will check out. Trevor Akins will check in for the Warriors. Warriors lead by 2, 26-24, trying to tack on a few more here before halftime. 3 receivers lined up wide to the right. In motion is Akins. They'll take the snap with 1 second left on the play clock. Throwing to the end zone. Nobody there, though, as Kyle Emerson was laying down in front of the line of scrimmage. I believe he was the intended receiver. As they faked the handoff and threw to the end zone, but nobody home for the Warriors, and a timeout will be called by the Warriors with 14 seconds remaining here before halftime. That is the final Petty John Auto Center timeout by the Warriors. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
If you are in the market of buying or selling your home, farm, or hunting property, contact Tammy Wynn Siddons of United Country Nelson Real Estate. Tammy and the entire team of agents at United Country Nelson Real Estate in Gentry, Harrison, Mercer, Worth, and Davies counties can help you find the right property for your needs. Call Tammy Wynn Siddons today to buy or sell your property at 660-726-8104. Check out all of United Country Nelson Real Estate's current listings at nelsonsoldit.com. Thank you for watching this Albany TV broadcast. Make sure to leave a like and don't forget to turn on your notifications to never miss out on a broadcast like this one. If you want to be a part of our broadcast or
And taking the snap here on a 4th and goal from the 12 with 14 seconds left. In motion, Kyle Emerson. Looking end zone. And now they'll have the play they wanted, and bringing it in for a touchdown is Zane Rippey.
Klein to Rippey for 11-yard touchdown.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Stanberry sold out for that fake handoff the Warriors did because Zane Rippey was wide open in the end zone. Nobody even close to him. Easy throw, easy catch for the Warriors, and a really nice play there to end off this first half. Warriors could have potentially go into this with a double-digit lead and get that second half kickoff.
2-point conversion upcoming as the Warriors lead by 8. Klein takes a snap, looking to pass. And Elliott Mercer will take it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. And the Warriors lead by 10, 34-24 with 10 seconds remaining here in the half. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Winner of the 50-50.
Schultz Convenience Store on 136 in Albany has everything you need to keep you running. Schultz has coffee and gas to get you moving in the morning. Fountain Pop, sandwiches, and Champ's Chicken to fuel your lunchtime hunger. They also carry candy and ice cream to keep you awake during the afternoon. At night, Schultz adult beverages and scratchers to help you unwind. That's Schultz Convenience Store in Albany, where they can fuel you up in more ways than one.
And welcome back out to Stanberry. 34-24 Albany with a 10-point lead with 10 seconds left before halftime. Quentin Herkman set to kick off from his own 30-yard line. Treston Williams back to return it again for the Bulldogs. Warriors so far have kicked away from Williams. They've also done one onside kick with Trevor Akins, who's lined up out there with Quentin Herkman at the moment as well. Herkman this time, an onside kick that's going to be recovered here by Stanberry. It's Jordan Wright that will recover it at the Stanberry 36-yard line.
Well, 10 seconds left here in the half for the Bulldogs. Big thing for the Warriors. You just don't want anything to get behind you. If they get a big chunk play here, just make sure it doesn't get in the end zone. They got to get 6 points here for on this drive, so just make sure nothing gets behind you.
Stanberry, 10 seconds left here on the game clock. They do have 2 timeouts remaining. Colby McQueen will take the snap, looking to pass. Looking for Schieber here on the near sideline. He's going to get met immediately. Elliott Mercer there with the big hit. And it'll be a loss of 2 on the play.
Tackled by Mercer.
And we'll see if that will be the final play here of the half or not. So it looks like Stanberry will get one more play as Schieber was out of bounds. In motion here is Williams. And they're going to get a false start here against Williams as he kind of cut up field before the snap was taken. And that is going to push Stanberry back 5 yards.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. And trying to get a running start there, but just turn that up the field just a little bit too fast.
Reminiscent of the old days of the Arena Football League. Two seconds remain here in the opening half. 34-24 Warriors with the lead. And it's going to be a 2nd and 17 upcoming for the Bulldogs. Warriors are not playing a prevent defense, though. In motion is Williams. McQueen looking to pass and looking for Williams. Intercepted by Kyle Emerson, and he'll just take it out of bounds at the 39-yard line. And that will end the first half. Warriors lead 34-24. We'll be back in just a moment for the homecoming festivities. Remember, your halftime tonight brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Find everything on your grocery list and a smile in the aisles at your Albany Hy-Vee.
In life, as in football, there's nothing like a good coach to help you achieve your goals. Someone you can turn to for guidance. Someone with a game plan to help you build up the financial strength you need for retirement, family security, and life. With a Prudential financial professional, that's what you get. Someone who can help you build a financial strategy.
To get started, contact Nick Smith, a financial advisor with Prudential at 660-726-3396.
Northwest Cell, your local cell phone provider, is a proud supporter of all local schools. Northwest Cell has authorized agents located in Albany, Grant City, Maryville, Mound City, Oregon, Rockport, Stanberry, and Tarkio. Stop in at any of Northwest Cell's authorized agents or visit nwmcell.com to learn about their FlexPay unlimited data plans or any of this month's hot deals.
No job is too big or too small for the professionals at Raymond Smith Body Shop in Albany. With over 100 years of combined experience with auto body, they offer the reliability and prompt service by using the latest in technology to get your vehicle back on the road. Raymond Smith Body Shop is also a complete wrecker service as well as glass repair and body work. Plus, they work with all insurance companies. They are prepared to get you in and out and back on the road. See them today on Highway 136 East in Albany. Raymond Smith Body Shop. They're there to serve you.
And welcome back out again here to Stanberry as we get set for the Stanberry's homecoming festivities. We'll let them take it away here in just a moment. So again, we'll let you listen in here for the festivities tonight. Again, it's a 34-24 lead at the moment in favor of the Warriors after they were able to put a touchdown on the board right there before the second half ended, and were able to get the two-point conversion attempt as well. We'll keep it here as we wait for the festivities to start here for homecoming. We'll also, again, have a section of the Warrior Country podcast that is put on by a couple of the Albany students that are produced by the teacher, Coach Chris Hansel, assistant softball coach. So we'll have that coming up for you as well.
To the Stanberry High School homecoming coronation. Walking across the track at this time are the returning royalty, Kylie Matson and Lance Wallace. Our crown bearers are Lakely Newman and Brody Palmer. Lakely is the daughter of Kylie and Tyler Newman. Brody is the son of Christine and Justin Palmer. The freshman attendants are Brooke Robinson and Aiden Graham. Brooke is the daughter of Sarah Atkinson and Justin Redding. She is involved in FCCLA, FFA, FBLA, and softball. Aiden is the son of Tammy and Aaron Graham. He is involved in FCCLA, football, FBLA, and student council. The sophomore attendants are Danielle Vandraska and Braden Dias. Danielle is the daughter of Chris and Shauna Vandraska. She's involved in FCLA, FFA, FBLA, softball, basketball, and cheerleading. Braden is the son of Holly and Jonathan Dias. He is involved in football, FBLA, FCCLA, and FFA. The junior attendants are Lindsay Sherman and Tristan Williams. Lindsay is the daughter of Brian and Amy Sherman. She is involved in FFA, golf, student council, and FBLA. Tristan is the son of Scott and Sarah Williams. He is involved in football. Now introducing the senior candidates. Our first senior candidates are Macy Dooley and Colton Dias. Macy is the daughter of Donnell and Julie Slagle and the late Mike Dooley. She has been involved in FFA, FBLA, FCCLA, FCA, NHS, Student Council, basketball, softball, cheer, and Math Olympiad. She plans to attend North Central Missouri College and study health sciences. Colton is the son of Holly and Jonathan Dias. He has been involved in football, wrestling, basketball, golf, FCCLA, FFA, FBLA, FCA, NHS, Student Council, Math Olympiad, robotics, choir, and band. He plans to attend University of Missouri, Columbia, and major in health sciences. Our next senior candidates are Bella Wright and Colby McQuinn. Bella is the daughter of Tracy and Brian Wright. She is involved in FCCLA, FFA, FBLA, golf, basketball, FCA, and student council. She plans to major in accounting and in college is undecided. Colby is the son of Keith and Christy McQuinn. He has been involved in football, basketball, track, FCCLA, FFA, FBLA, FCA, NHS, student council, Math Olympiad, and Scholar Bowl. He plans to attend University of Missouri, Columbia, and major in civil engineering. Our final senior candidates are Amelia Wallace and Tucker Schieber. Amelia is the daughter of Tamara Wallace and Tori Wallace. She has been involved in FFA, FBLA, Student Council, NHS, FCCLA, FCA, softball, basketball, choir, and math Olympiad. She plans to attend Missouri Western and major in pre-dentistry. Tucker is the son of Terry and Amber Schieber. He is involved in FFA, FBLA, FCA, and football. He plans to enter the workforce and work for Triple T. The homecoming king and queen are Queen Amelia Wallace and King Colby McQuinn. And the float winners are 4th place, sophomores, 3rd place, freshmen, 2nd place, juniors, and 1st place, seniors.
So again, those were the festivities of the Stanberry homecoming for their homecoming night tonight. We will be back again with part of the Warrior Country podcast. Their part of it, the Coach's Corner. We'll have that coming up for you next. All a part of your Albany Hy-Vee halftime tonight here on Albany TV. Back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
This is Coach's Corner, the segment where we interview coaches to check in with their teams.
This is Cami Fritzl interviewing Mrs. Cottrell, the golf coach. So, how was conference golf?
Conference golf was great. We were very successful. I felt like it was pretty hot out there, but the girls played really well.
How did it go, and what was the score?
Yesterday at conference, so Haley got 4th, and she shot a 104, which was awesome. And Jenna shot a 111 and tied for 9th place. So very exciting. They played really, really well.
What was your favorite memories from conference golf?
I always enjoy talking to the other coaches personally. It's always a fun day. It's fun to see all the other schools in conference because, it's dwindling down to the end of the season, and golf's unique because you get to know all the other girls from the other schools as well. And so seeing them be successful is pretty fun.
How many people/teams were there?
So there were 7 total teams, and I think we ended up with 28 girls total playing.
How would you sum up your season in one word?
Growth.
This is Miley Weathered interviewing Coach Epperly. How many games do you have left?
We have 4 games left. 3 on Saturday at Princeton and 1 at home against East Buchanan.
Are you happy with the way your last game went?
I am happy with the way we approached our game against Maysville mentally. We showed some improvements there, better focus. Physically or related to execution, I feel like we could have done better.
How is JV and varsity different?
Varsity, you have a lineup card and you have to sub kids in and out. JV is kind of free substitution, so that's a good thing. We can move kids around and not have to report that to the umpire. We do have a lot of girls, so someone might sit out one inning and play the next, and we can just move them in freely. Really just softball all around, though, but that's one of the big differences, just kind of free substitution.
Are you proud of the progress you've made with your team this year?
Definitely proud of the girls. All throughout the year, we've gotten a lot better fundamentally. We've gotten better as a team, closer as a team. We haven't given up early or later in the season. So even if we get down, we show a lot of spirit, a lot of fight, and really proud of that.
What is the team looking forward to?
I think this tournament Saturday at Princeton will be a good test for us at the end of the year. So no matter boys, girls, teams at the end of the year can sometimes get tired of each other, but I'm hoping this weekend will bring us closer together, have some good bonding. With 3 games at Princeton, the weather's going to be cooler. We've had some hot weather lately. That's just been a little bit different. Cooler weather, a big day of softball. Looking forward to it.
Are you happy to be a coach?
I am happy to be a coach. It's a lot of fun being around all the kids, no matter what the sport is. Build relationships, have some fun. Hopefully have a positive impact on people around me. Really, don't take for granted everything that the kids do for me. They listen, they follow directions, they show up every day, even if they don't want to. That does mean a lot to me. So proud to be around all these kids.
What is your favorite thing about teaching softball?
Favorite thing is just time with the team, in the dugout, maybe even on the bus at times can be fun, but just moments where we can be ourselves and enjoy each other's company, whether that's on or off the field. That's the best part.
Well, that's all we got for you today. Thank you
you.
This is Cami Fritzl interviewing Mrs. Crawford, the middle school softball coach. I know you didn't get the results you were hoping for this weekend, but what were some positive outlooks / things from the tournament?
I think our first game was a positive game. We played them closer this time than we did the last game. It was against Princeton, and I thought we competed better with them, gave ourselves a chance to win at the end. We just didn't pull it off, but I thought we came out and looked a lot better that game.
With your season almost done, how would you sum up your season in 2 words?
That was a good one. Growth and maturity. I think we had both, gained some growth and maturity throughout the year.
What are you most excited about for next year?
Just to see this, the 7th grade girls moving up to 8th grade and just progressing, seeing them, take on different roles on the team, maybe some leadership roles, and seeing them grow. And then seeing a good group of 6th graders come up into that 7th grade role, and just see the team chemistry and how it's all going to shake out, and just, that's it.
When you bank at H&B Bank, you bank with a financial institution that people trust. You also bank with an institution that handles decision-making locally. When you're in need of lending advice, turn to the bank that carries experience and compassion for every situation. With loans available for home mortgages, rural land, ag lending, and much more, you can trust that H&B Bank provides the right fit for all your needs. Come see the staff at the Stanberry branch and see how H&B Bank is making it possible. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender. The Legacy Event Center at East Fork Lodge, just north of Albany, is a 7,500 square foot beautifully decorated event space that includes a caterer's kitchen. The Legacy provides intricate woodworking, charming antiques, and natural barnwood walls. The magnificent black and white staircase allows the special couple to make the grandest of entrances. The rustic elegance of the Legacy is the perfect backdrop to your special day. For more information on the Legacy Event Center, email Jamie at eastforklodge.com.
Hello, Clarice. Our son wrote the word red rum all over the white carpet. Where shall we go for new carpet? Lowe's, Menards, Home Depot.
Hi, it's Kara at Eckerd's. Don't let bad service and scary prices get you down this fall season. Let us take the horror out of your remodeling experience. Shop local and shop safe. Eckerd's on the square in Stanberry. Eckerd's low prices. They're here.
They're gonna need a bigger roll.
If you're looking to join a stable and growing company, Johnson Controls in Albany is the place for you. They are currently hiring for multiple positions, including welding, electrical, and general assembly. Johnson Controls offers excellent benefits: medical, dental, vision, life insurance, 401k, health savings account, and paid holidays. Apply now at www.johnsoncontrols.com to join their winning team.
And welcome back out again here to Stanberry. It is a 34-24 lead in favor of the Warriors here at halftime.
Cars not on the field. That is per mission rule.
So I'd like to thank our sponsors. Help you bring you tonight's broadcast of Albany Stanberry football for Stanberry Homecoming. BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center, locations in Bethany and Albany. Winter Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany. Hogue Lumber Company in Albany. The Albany Hy-Vee and United Country Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company agent Tammy Wynn Siddons in Albany. Schultz Convenience Store, Smith Insurance and Prudential. Northwest Cell, Mosaic Medical Center, Raymond Smith Body Shop, East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center in Albany. Johnson Controls, the Blind Flamingo Boutique LLC and the Briar Patch, both on the west side of the square in Albany. Shadowfax and Papa's Family Restaurant, both on 136 in Albany. H&B Bank of Stanberry, West Fork Tire and Auto, Eckerd's of Stanberry and Pineview Manor. Bank Northwest in Stanberry, the City of Albany, Albany Booster Club, Albany and Stanberry School Districts, and the Printer and New Shop are located in Albany. Let's take a look at the stats from the first half. For Stanberry running the ball, Tucker Schieber leads the way, 10 carries, 55 yards. Colby McQuinn, 1 carry, 35 yards. That was on the very first offensive play from scrimmage during the game, and McQuinn ended up getting hurt on that play, but he set up a touchdown. Treston Williams, 2 carries for 28 yards and a touchdown. Braden Hahn, 5 carries, 15 yards. Colby McQueen, 4 carries for 1 yard and a touchdown. Leading passing tonight, Colby McQueen, 2 completions off of 3 attempts for 1 yard, a touchdown, and an interception. Receiving, Decker Heidi, 1 catch for 3 yards and a touchdown. Tucker Schieber, 1 catch, negative 2 yards. For the Warriors, they're led in rushing at the moment by the senior Quint Herkman, 11 carries for 59 yards. Elliott Mercer, the freshman, 9 carries for 28 yards and a touchdown. Chase Klein, 2 carries for 2 yards and a touchdown. Kyle Emerson, 1 carry for 2 yards. Passing tonight, Chase Klein again, efficient, 7 for 10, 73 yards, 2 touchdowns. Receiving tonight, Kyle Emerson, 3 catches, 38 yards. Trevor Akins, 1 catch, 18 yards and a touchdown. Zane Rippey, 1 catch, 12 yards and a touchdown. One of the other touchdowns tonight for the Warriors came via a kickoff return for a touchdown by Kyle Emerson, but the big difference in the ball game is the turnovers that have come back to haunt both teams, because after those fumbles, each team has come back to score a touchdown.
Yeah, it's been a back and forth first half, but I really don't feel like either team has played their best football. Both teams have coughed the ball up. Both teams have had some costly, undisciplined penalties. Definitely, both teams are talking about that in the huddle. We just got to clean things up, and we're fine. Albany right now leads 10-0. I think Stanberry's probably had a few more of those mistakes than Albany has, but still, both teams are piling them up here. Obviously, Stanberry really missing their senior quarterback, Colby McQuinn. A lot of times you expect that the team, they just lost one of their best players, that they're going to drop off. But a lot of times, and especially in this atmosphere, it's a big game, it's homecoming. A lot of times the team will kind of band around the player and play harder and try and get the win for that guy who went down. And I feel like we're kind of seeing that from Stanberry here in this one. They went down, they got down 2 scores. They climbed back into it. And if it wasn't for a late fumble in that first half, they could have potentially taken that lead before this first half started. Albany's going to get the ball to start the second half. Stanberry's got to get a stop and try and set the tone early going into the second half.
Yeah, and that's a big thing. The Warriors, they get that fumble recovery. They end up scoring with 10 seconds left before halftime, and then they get the football back. So Warriors can really double dip here. They lead by 10, can really extend that after a big drive to start the second half. Let's take a look at some of the scores from around the area so far tonight. Again, all these scores courtesy of our friends at Missouri 8-Man Football. Some of the scores, North Andrew leads over Princeton at the moment 16-14. St. Joe Christian leads King City 30-20. South Holt leads over Nodaway Valley 38-28. East Atchison leads over DeKalb 36-0. Platte Valley was leading over Stewartsville Osborne 54-14, and Rockport was leading over Mound City at half 30-12. Some other scores: Oric leading over Norburn Central 24-14. Paris leading over Bramer 30-20. Schuyler County leading over Southwest Livingston 30-12. Slater leading over Concordia 8-0. Northwest Hughesville leading over Knox County 20-14. North Shelby leading St. Paul Lutheran 32-13. Plattsburgh in a close game with Bishop LeBlanc 26-14. It's a pretty low-scoring game for Plattsburgh so far this year. Lockwood leading over College Heights 56-20. Appleton City leading over Liberal 20-16. Drexel leads over Greenfield 70-38, and Northland Christian gets the forfeit win tonight over Cornerstone. Those are the scores from around the area, again, courtesy of Missouri 8-man football. We've got about 2 minutes before the second half kickoff. We'll be back after this quick timeout here on Albany TV.
All the care you need is right here in our community. At Mosaic Medical Center Albany, our board-certified doctors and healthcare professionals provide quality care that fits your schedule. And we're constantly expanding services and adding diagnostic technologies to better serve neighbors like you. When complicated cases occur, you can rest easy knowing we can consult with other Mosaic doctors and even Mayo Clinic to find treatments that work for you. Learn more at mymlc.com/Albany. Pineview Manor in Stanberry has been providing kind, gentle, and compassionate care for over 40 years. Pineview Manor is a skilled nursing facility that provides care for residents requiring a certain level of medical care that can't be met through home or other community services. Pineview Manor in Stanberry features physical, occupational, and speech therapy, as well as assisted living. Pineview Manor in Stanberry. There's someplace like home.
Remember, your halftime tonight here on Albany TV was brought to you by your Albany Hy-Vee. Find everything on your grocery list and a smile in the aisles at your Albany Hy-Vee. Nate Giffen will be set to kick off here for the Bulldogs.
2 over there and 1 on the north end. Please turn your headlights off.
So Nate Giffen will kick off here for the Bulldogs again. Back to receive the kick will be Kyle Emerson. We have to wait, though, for the car to turn off their headlights. As we get ready to start the second half. Giffen will kick off. We'll see if he will kick it deep or not. He will not. Kick it right to Quentin Herkman, who has to go down on a knee to pick it up. And that is where the Warriors will start on their own 16-yard line.
Well, another good kick there. The Warriors, again, going to be pretty deep back into their own territory here.
With headlights on right behind the bleachers, please turn your headlights off. If you're in the bleachers, turn around and tell them, turn your headlights off to interfere with seeing the game. Thank you.
So 1st and 10 here for the Warriors. They lead by 10. First play of the second half, a handoff to Elliott Mercer, goes forward for a gain of about 2 yards on the carry.
Well, Stanberry's done a good job with the run game, especially when Elliott Mercer gets the ball. I believe his halftime stats was 9 carries, 28 yards. He's a guy who's averaged 10 yards per carry in 2 different games this season, and Stanberry's done a great job defensively with him.
So 2nd and 8 upcoming for the Warriors. Chase Klein will take the snap. Kyle Emerson lined up wide out to the right here on the near sideline. Handoff goes up the middle here for Herkman. And he is going to get to the 20-yard line as Aiden Law on the stop along with Colton Dias.
Well, a huge third down here defensively for the Bulldogs. Really want to try and get a stop here. Don't let the Warriors get this first down here. Get him off the field quickly with a 3 and out and get this ball back.
The 3rd and 5 attempt upcoming for the Warriors. Now they're going to put Rippey and Kyle Emerson out wide to the right. Wide to the left will be Cole Emerson. The snap. Quick pass out to Kyle Emerson on the screen. Now trying to cut it back across field. Has a couple of blockers, gets away from one tackle, falls down, and he's going to be down
for a loss of yards here on the play, down to about the 16-yard line. So they tried to get Kyle Emerson the ball in space, and he's going to end up losing yards here on the play.
To make 4th down 10.
Well, a big 3 and out there for the Bulldogs. Just what they needed. They're going to get this ball back in under 2 minutes. Just what they needed to do defensively.
And I think they're going to make McQueen come off here for a play. And coming on here will be Jordan Wright. Warriors lining up like they're going to go for it, but I believe they will end up punting this one away deep in their own zone. Now stepping back here will be Herkman. Treston Williams back to receive the kick. A high end-over-end punt. And it's going to take a Warrior bounce inside the 20, inside the 15-yard line before it's down by Kyle Emerson.
A really nice high punt there. Lots of air time from Herkman. Gives the Warrior defense time to get down there. Treston Williams doesn't bother taking it. Takes a nice Warrior bounce, pins the Bulldogs deep in their own territory here. Really good punt there from Herkman.
Remember, don't fumble the punt on your future retirement. Contact David Smith for Potential Financial Services, 660-726-3396. 34-24 Warriors lead, 9:54 left to play here in this third quarter. Stanberry will have their first possession here in the second half. And a timeout going to be called here by the Bulldogs now. And that is going to be their first Petty John Auto Center timeout here of the half. We'll be back after this quick timeout here on Albany TV. Whether you are meeting up with friends to shoot a game of pool, throw some darts, or maybe play some cards, Shadowfax in Albany has something for you. Shadowfax is your football game day headquarters with the game live on the big screen. Shadowfax is open 3 p.m. to 1:30 a.m. Monday through Saturday, and now open on Sundays during football season. So bring your friends on out to Shadowfax, just off of US 136 in Albany. Rush up the middle there by Schieber.
Gain of 2, 2nd down.
Gets a gain of 2, brings up now a 2nd and 8. So again, Colby McQueen gets underneath center. In motion, Schieber. Handoff to Williams, gets stopped immediately, gets pushed back, and he'll be taken down for a loss of yards back down to the original line of scrimmage there on the stop, Elliott Mercer.
And Wiles. Loss of 3 yards, 3rd down 11.
So I'll put him back at the 14. Brings a 3rd and 11 upcoming for the Bulldogs. McQueen underneath center will take the snap. Looking to pass. Pressure up the middle from Miller. Looking deep. A pass intended for Colton Dias falls incomplete. And there on the coverage that time, Cole Emerson. And that is a quick 3 and out by the Bulldogs, and they look like they will punt. Remember, don't fumble the punt on your future retirement. Contact David Smith with Prudential Financial Services today, 660-726-3396. Kyle Emerson deep to return it. Kicking off will be Nate Giffen. Giffen's kick will bounce at midfield and will go sideways and will be downed at the Albany 38-yard line. Downing at that time was Aiden Long.
Well, both teams trade a couple of 3 and outs. Now Stanberry did a really good job on the first offensive drive for the Warriors getting a 3 and out, but they can't do anything with it as they go 3 and out themselves. Massive missed opportunity there for Stanberry. They could have brought that in within one possession.
So Albany gets the football on their own side of the field on their own 38-yard line. 8:26 left to play here in the third quarter. Warriors lead by 10 here on Stanberry's homecoming. In motion is Kyle Emerson. He'll take the handoff, trying to cut it back inside. Gets out of a couple of tackles, and he'll be taken down as he crosses midfield just into Stanberry territory, down to the Stanberry 39.
It doesn't go all the way to the outside there. It looked like he might have had space, but instead he cuts it back up the field. Doesn't really get much there. Gain of about 3 or so.
Second down, 7.
And now Warriors are going to go 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Cole Emerson and Elliott Mercer to the left. Zane Rippey, Kyle Emerson here to the right. Be a 2nd and 7 upcoming here for the Warriors. Chase Klein will take the snap in the shotgun, alone in the backfield. Quick pass out to Cole Emerson, unable to bring it in. Hit immediately by Colton Dias.
Yeah, nice job by Dias. Nice hard hit right as soon as the ball hit Emerson in the hands. Jars the ball loose. Now a 3rd down and 7. This will be another great opportunity for Stanberry to get the ball back. Although Albany is in Stanberry territory, they could potentially be 2-down territory even if they don't get it here.
So the next snap upcoming for the Warriors will be a 3rd and 7. In motion, Kyle Emerson. And it's a snap that gets away from Chase Klein, and he's going to get hit in the backfield, and that's going to be an Albany Hy-Vee sack there by the Bulldogs. Remember, fill your grocery sack with all your tailgating favorites, your Albany Hy-Vee.
We're definitely going to punt now for the Warriors, and another chance here for Stanberry. They're going to get the ball back. They got to score here. It doesn't do them any good to stop the Warriors if they can't put any points on the board and cut into this lead.
So 4th and 16 upcoming for the Warriors. 7:10 left to play here in the third. Warriors will motion out into their punt offense. Elliott Mercer this time to punt it. And this one, end over end. Williams will catch it about his own 15-yard line this time. And he will get hit and taken down past the 25-yard line. They'll put him down at about the 29. Remember, don't fumble the punt on your future retirement. Contact David Smith with Prudential Financial Services, 660-726-3396. So 1st and 10 upcoming for the Bulldogs from their own 29. There'll be a pitch out to Schieber here to the near side. Gets across and will be pushed out of bounds, but not until he gets into Albany territory, down to the Albany 36-yard line.
Well, a really nice job by Schieber. He's just so fast that he doesn't really get fully outside there of Kyle Emerson, who would have outside contain, but still able to get the first down before he's pushed out of bounds. Really nice 1st down and 10 run there by Schieber.
Give Stanberry another 1st and 10. Stanberry trying to mount a comeback here in the second half on their homecoming. Treston Williams in motion. He'll get the handoff in the backfield, trying to bounce it outside to the far side, and he'll be thrown down there on the stop that time for the Warriors is Cole Emerson.
Coyle and Emerson with the tackle.
And Williams going to be pushed down of bounds at about the 32-yard line, a gain of 4 on the play. Brings a 2nd and 6 here to the Bulldogs. McQueen takes the snap, pitch out to Schieber here to the near side. A penalty flag will fly as another penalty flag will fly in the tackle. Schieber still bouncing out of tackles before he's finally pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line down to the 11.
Well, we know one penalty is for sure going to be a face mask on the Warriors. They're tackling around the helmet. You just
I
can't
think
do
the
that.
other one was going to be a hold. I believe they may offset because you wouldn't have the face mask if you didn't have the hold. So I believe the 2 penalties will offset and they'll replay the down.
So hold against the offense. Face mask against the defense.
Holding against the
And they
Bulldogs.
will offset.
Face mask against the Warriors.
And it'll bring up a
Penalties
second and
offset.
6.
We will replay second down.
2nd and 6 upcoming here for the Bulldogs. From the 32-yard line. (34-24). Warriors lead. 6 minutes left to play here in the third as we're halfway through the third quarter of play. McQueen will get up underneath center for the Bulldogs. Hand off to Williams. Trying to bounce it outside. Gets out of a tackle. Gets out of another tackle. He'll break loose here now to the near sideline. And he is going to be knocked out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 15. A big run there from Treston Williams.
Well, the Warriors had Williams dead to rights there, but Williams just kept the feet turning. Warriors, once again, don't tackle as well as they should. Really good first down run there for Treston Williams.
So that'll give the Bulldogs a 1st and 10 from the Albany 15-yard line. Schieber and Hahn both in the backfield here for the Bulldogs. Now in motion will be Schieber. He'll take the handoff, goes right behind Hahn, now cuts it back inside, runs over a couple of Warriors down inside the 5-yard line, down to the 1.
Tackle by Wiles.
Or sorry, down to the 6-yard line.
Gain of 9, second down, 1.
So it'll bring up a 2nd and 1 for the Bulldogs as they look to try and punch one in here with 5:08 left here in the third quarter. And a pitch to the outside, diving for the pylon, getting in. Treston Williams, touchdown Bulldogs.
Phenomenal play by Treston Williams. Getting to the outside just enough. Great effort on the dive, knocks down the pylon. And a huge touchdown for the Bulldogs comes at just the right time. They can trim this lead to 2 points here with this 2-point conversion.
So 34-30 Warriors lead. Stanberry trying to cut into that a little bit more with the 2-point conversion attempt. Hand off to Schieber. Gets in, 2-point conversion is good. Remember, you can score a touchdown too when you list your home United Country Nelson real estate agent, Tammy Wynn Siddons. 34-32 Warriors lead, 4:58 left in the third. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
If your little fashionista is needing a new trendy outfit for her closet, stop by Sublime Flamingo Boutique on the west side of the square in Albany. They carry girls' clothing in sizes newborn to 14. Sublime Flamingo Boutique also sells prom dresses. With so many styles in stock, you're sure to find something you will love. Call to schedule your dress fitting at 660-851-1122 or visit SublimeFlamingoBoutique.com to make an appointment. We can't wait to help you find the perfect dress.
And welcome back out again here to Stanberry. The Warriors cling to a 2-point lead, 34-32.
Kyle Emerson deep.
As Nate Giffen again will kick off for the Bulldogs. Kyle Emerson back to receive. Now him and Emerson will switch spots here. We'll see if Stanberry will figure that out or not. They've been kicking it to Herkman the past couple times. This time they'll kick it the other way to Cole Emerson, who's just going to let it go out of bounds.
Kick goes out of bounds.
That's probably a smart play.
Yeah, they probably could have done that a few kicks ago, but they tried to field it and got pinned back deep in their own territory. That time, Cole Emerson just lets it roll out of bounds, makes the right play. They're going to be in a little bit better field position here.
So the Warriors will take it at their own 22-yard line. That is where the Warriors will start their next drive.
Well, the Warriors have not been clicking offensively since the second half started. They had a 3-and-out and then a bad snap on a third down forced them to punt. They've got to put together a better drive here.
Klein will take the snap here in the shotgun. Handoff will go to Herkman up the middle. And he'll rush for about 9 yards on the first play of the drive.
Tackle by McQueen.
I said Herkman has, in the first half, was the leading rusher
Gain of 9,
for the
second
Warriors.
down, 1.
And he'll take this one down to the Stanberry 33-yard line. Brings up a 2nd and 2. And now Herkman again gets it. And he'll be pushed out of bounds right near midfield. And that's going to be another Albany Warriors Schultz first down. Fuel your car and body at Schultz Convenience Store off US 136 to keep you moving, just like the Warriors are keeping this drive moving.
The Warriors get their first down of the second half, I believe, and with that run there by Quentin Herkman. And while Stanberry's been able to keep the run short for Elliott Mercer, Herkman's been able to have a little bit more success there, and a lot of it's been those outside runs, or he gets a handoff up the middle and bounces it to the outside. He's been having a pretty solid game to this point.
Klein hands it off again to Herkman as he'll plow forward down to the 35-yard line, picking up another 5 yards on the carry as Herkman just bruises it down to the 35 of Stanberry. Picks up 5 yards on first down.
Yeah, a couple of plays into this drive, the Warriors have been able to control the line of scrimmage much better than they were those first 2 drives, so they went 3 and out. They've been doing a much better job of that here on this one.
3:30 left to play here in the third quarter. The snap decline. Late handoff to Herkman, gets tripped up. Schieber will trip him up. And Herkman still able to fall forward, though, for about 3 yards. Takes it down to the Stanberry 32-yard line.
Gain of 2, third down 3.
So a third and a long 2 upcoming. 3 minutes left to play in this third quarter. Kyle Emerson lines up wide out to the right, here along the near sideline. Klein hands off again to Herkman, who again plows forward. And will take it down inside the Stanberry 30-yard line, down to the Stanberry 29. And that's going to be another Albany Warriors Schultz first down. Fuel your car and body at Schultz Convenience Store off 136 to keep you moving like the Warriors are keeping this drive moving.
Yeah, they moved the chains well on this one. It's been large on the back of Quentin Herkman. He'll come out. Elliott Mercer comes in. We said before, Elliott Mercer not having the greatest of games in terms of yards per carry like he has in games past.
Also has lost 1 fumble tonight. He'll lose it again, but this time falls on it.
Fumble on the play.
A gain of about 2 there on the play there by Mercer. So he just mentioned it, that, he hasn't really been able to hold on the ball, and he'll come out after he recovers his own fumble.
Yeah, he's been pretty sure-handed all year. Don't really remember too many fumbles. That might have been his first one earlier in this game, at least that I can remember, and Quentin Herkman comes right back in the game. Luckily there for the Warriors, Elliott was able to get it.
Klein hands it off again here to Herkman. Picks up just a short yard there on the play, brings it out to the 31-yard line. Down to the 26-yard line there.
On the 3rd down and 7 here for the Warriors. Definitely four down territory here. Could potentially run this, or they've got Emerson out wide, Kyle Emerson. They could go to him as well.
Klein fakes the handoff, looking to pass. They'll get it to Trevor Akins, and he's going to step out of bounds just past the 25, down to the 24-yard line. And Akins had some room, just got a little too far towards the boundary and ends up stepping out of bounds.
Yeah, that's going to be 4th and 5 now. Huge one here for both teams. Albany trying to convert, move the chains, extend that lead, and Stanberry with the stop here will get the ball back with a chance to take the lead.
Kyle Emerson lines up wide out to the right. Klein looking to pass again for Emerson, and he's unable to bring it in. Pass falls incomplete, and it's a turnover on downs. And a penalty flag, though, down. And we'll see what the penalty flag is here. It's a late flag after the play. And they're going to get a personal foul here against the defense after the play.
Yeah, and there's been a couple of late flags here the Warriors have had, and just completely unforced, completely unnecessary, and those are the type of things that in a tight game like this could potentially cost you a game, and it's just there's just no need for it.
So this will give So that will knock out Kyle Emerson as he's going to get the unsportsmanlike conduct. That's his second of the game. And that is going to really hurt this Warrior offense and defense.
Yeah, you take yourself out of the game, and Kyle Emerson, one of the more explosive, probably the most explosive player on this Warrior team. I mean, it's a big loss offensively.
And I'm not certain, but I believe that might also take him out of some of the game next week as well, when the Warriors have their senior night against Pattonsburg. So we'll see where they will give Stanberry the football here. And they're going to mark this off.
The penalty occurred after the play.
And they'll give Stanberry the football
from the previous line of scrimmage. Bulldog
at
ball,
the
first
Stanberry
and 10
39-yard line.
39-yard line.
So Stanberry takes over just on their side of midfield. And Stanberry with the football now. So McQueen will take the snap underneath center. It'll be a pitch out to Schieber here on the near sideline. And tries to hurdle a player and then going to be out of bounds
Play results on first down there.
at the 30-yard line.
Holding against the Bulldogs.
But a penalty against Stanberry will bring this one back. And the hold is going to push this one back here for Stanberry. Occurred a couple of yards downfield, so it won't be a 1st and 20. I'll put him back at about the 33-yard line. So it'll be about a 1st and 16.
First down, 16.
And now Williams gets in and he'll be pushed out of bounds at midfield. There on the stop that time, Cameron Martin.
Martin with the tackle. Second down, 9.
So Martin will push Williams out at midfield. Gives a 2nd and 9. Now here to the Bulldogs. They trail by just 2 points with underneath a minute left here in the third quarter. Handoff to Schieber. Gets met at the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets about a yard there on the play. There on the tackle was Seth Miller.
Tackle by Seth Miller. Gain of a yard. Third down, 8.
So a 3rd and 8 now upcoming for the Bulldogs. 34-32. Albany with the lead. 25 seconds remain here in the third. Both teams missing a player here in the third quarter now. As McQueen, delayed handoff there to Williams, and he's going to be taken down right at about the line of scrimmage.
Tackle by Seth Miller. Gain of a yard. 4th down, 7.
That'll bring up a 4th and 7 now here against the Bulldogs, and I believe that is the final play of the third quarter, and it is. We'll be back to start the fourth when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Warriors lead 34.
The Briar Patch on the west side of the square in Albany has gifts for every occasion. The Briar Patch can help you with fresh flowers, green plants, candles, willow tree angels, customized cups, and so much more. They also deliver your gift items. Don't forget, the Briar Patch also features tuxedo rentals for all occasions. To schedule a fitting for your tux or to order your one-of-a-kind gifts, call the Briar Patch on the square in Albany at 660-726-4170.
West Fork Tire and Auto in Stanberry can get you up and running when your vehicles fail this winter season. So if you run into trouble and tire work needs done, give West Fork Tire and Auto a call at 660-783-0011. They also have an on-the-farm service truck for when you run into problems on the farm. West Fork Tire on the southeast side of the square in Stanberry. Give them a call today, 660-783-0011, where they have service you can depend on with pricing you deserve.
And welcome back out again to Stanberry. It's a 4th and 8 facing the Bulldogs here. They trail by 2, and they'll take the snap from the Albany 38-yard line. Underneath center is McQueen. In motion is Williams. It'll be a pitch out to Schieber on the far sideline. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds.
Schieber, the ball carrier. Pushed out of bounds short of the line to gain.
And they'll put him out of bounds at about the Albany 33-yard line.
Warriors from their own 33.
Well, Stanberry there goes to their player they trust the most in a situation where they really need a first down, and nice coverage there by the Warriors to push him out of bounds before he can get to that edge. And they're going to take over here. They got to execute here, not only score, but take as much time off this clock as possible.
So Stanberry playing without Colby McQueen, Albany playing without Kyle Emerson for 2 totally separate reasons. 5 seconds gone here in the 4th quarter. Handoff to Herkman, rushes up the middle, and he'll rush forward down to the 36-yard line as Colton Dias there on the stop that time for the Bulldogs.
Gain of 4 yards, 2nd down, 6.
For Stanberry, Colby McQuinn injured on the first play of the game. Kyle Emerson ejected in the 3rd quarter for 2 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties. Next snap upcoming here for the Warriors. Handoff to Herkman, gets met in the backfield for a loss of a couple of yards. And a loss of 2 as the Warrior defensive front ran right through the Albany offensive line and came up with a big stop that time to push Albany back.
Yeah, they did, and you can hear with each play that the Bulldog defense makes, it enlivens the crowd more and more. The Warriors really got to try and get a first down here. They cannot let this crowd get into it too much.
3rd and 8 upcoming for the Warriors. 10:45 left to go here in the 4th quarter. It's a 2-point Warrior lead. In motion is Trevor Akins. He'll sit to the left of his quarterback in the shotgun. Fake handoff to Akins. Chase Klein rushes forward. Gets to midfield and across to the 39-yard line. That's where he'll be stopped.
Decker Heidi with the tackle.
Yeah, Klein fought for as long as he could, trying to get as many extra yards as possible. He did make it a 4th down and 2. So a very manageable 4th down situation here for the Warriors. The question is, who are they going to go to?
And we talked about this with Stanberry in the first half. Is this a spot where you elect to try and punch it down their throats? They came back to haunt Stanberry. Or do you try and pin Stanberry deep back in their own zone? When the Bulldogs tried it, they ended up getting sacked on their side of the field. 9:50 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Handoff to Herkman, trying to bounce it to the outside. Has enough for a first down as he's tripped up across the 35-yard line down to the 33. Williams there in on the stop for the Bulldogs.
Oh, a nice run by Quentin Herkman. He didn't need a lot. Just get upfield as quickly as possible. He gets just enough before he's tripped up by Treston Williams. And the Warriors, not only do they move the chains, they're closer to scoring, but the clock continues to run. They can take more time off this clock.
So that's the other thing that's working against the Bulldogs here is that clock running. And the snap upcoming for the Warriors. Looking deep, far sideline. Cole Emerson comes back for it and unable to bring it in as it falls incomplete.
Intended for Cole Emerson.
But take a shot for Cole Emerson, and
2nd down, 10.
they must have got the feet tangled up or something, because from our vantage point, it looked like maybe offensive pass interference. They don't throw the flag. Ends up not mattering that much anyway, as Cole Emerson can't haul it in. But the Warriors taking a shot on first down doesn't pay off.
And again, good defensive coverage as it has been all night by Colby McQueen. Receiver out wide to the right again is Emerson. Snap. Handoff goes to Herkman. Try to bounce outside, cuts it back in. Still on his feet, churning with 6 Bulldogs as he carries them down inside the 25. And they're going to put him down at about the 24-yard line. Another big run that time by Quentin Herkman. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 1 here for the Warriors. Clock continues to run underneath 9 minutes. Warriors lead by 2. Handoff to Herkman again. Is going to have enough for another Albany Warriors Schultz first down.
Herkman, the ball carrier.
Fuel your car and body at Schultz Convenience Store off US 136 to keep you moving like the Warriors are keeping this drive and the clock moving.
Play results in the first down.
Yeah, Warriors moving the ball down the field here. The Bulldogs, somebody on defense got to step up and make a play, get a tackle for loss on this first down, or even a turnover. A turnover would be ideal, but somebody's got to step up and make a play in some way.
8.5 left to go in the 4th quarter. Herkman again gets another handoff, and he's going to push this one down inside the 20, down to the 18. As Braden Hahn there on the stop that time.
Another big thing for the Warriors, whether it's Quentin Herkman, Trevor Akins, Elliott Mercer, whoever it is, if you're on that sideline, you might think about just going down if you're on the edge there, keep that clock moving. If you run out of bounds, that clock stops.
Yes. Elliott Mercer now back into the ball game. We haven't seen him since he fumbled but recovered it back in the 3rd quarter. Mercer rushes forward and gets down to the 15 on the carry. Gain of 3 brings up now a 2nd and 4.
3rd down, 5.
Next play upcoming here for the Warriors, the 3rd and 5. Handoff to Mercer up the middle. And he'll fight for about 3 yards. There on the stop. Again, Williams and Smithson.
Well, it's going to be a fourth down here for the Warriors. This is a chance that you cannot miss if you're Stanberry. Get a stop here by the Warriors. You'll have plenty of time if you're able to do it, and you'll have the momentum. You got to get this stop, though.
So a 4th and 2 upcoming for the Warriors. 6:40 left here in the 4th quarter. Chase Klein falling down. Next to him is Elliott Mercer, and Klein is going to get taken down in the backfield.
The play was going to Elliott Mercer, and he just lost his footing.
And they will take Klein down for a loss of 3, and it'll be a turnover on downs.
Yeah, slippery part on the field there or something for Elliott Mercer as he
From their own 16-yard line.
was supposed to receive the handoff there. Chase Klein waiting for him. Elliott Mercer Elliott Mercer never comes, and Chase Klein was just dead to rights immediately as the delay there just allowed the Bulldogs to surround him.
So 1st and 10 from their own 16-yard line, trailing by 2. McQueen underneath center, in motion. Schieber gets the handoff, and he is going to get met at the line of scrimmage. Maybe even a loss of 1 there on the play.
Well, a good play on 1st down and 10 by the Warrior defense to stop that for a loss of 1. You're off to a good start on this drive. Just keep pushing it back for the Warriors. If you can end this drive early here, you can kind of end that Bulldog momentum before it really gets going.
So 2nd and 11 upcoming, halfway through the 4th quarter of play. 34-32 underneath 6 minutes left here in the ball game. That'll be a pitch out to the near side. It's Schieber trying to throw down a defender. He's going to get taken down from behind by Zane Rippey. Just past the 20-yard line, down to the 21.
Gain of 6, 3rd down, 5.
So brings up now a 3rd and 5 here for the Bulldogs. With 5.5 left to play here in the 4th quarter. 34-32 is the lead in favor of the Warriors. Albany has all 3 of their timeouts remaining. Stanberry with just 2. And Warriors playing without Kyle Emerson. Bulldogs playing without Colby McQuinn. Handoff to Williams, trying to cut it back to the inside. Breaks loose, and he's going to get enough for a first down. And he's going to be down just shy of the 30-yard line, and a little slow to get up that time is going to be Seth Miller.
Play results in the first down.
Well, the Warriors initially did a good job there. They're able to stop the run to the outside, but Williams cuts it upfield, and a very nice run there. And Seth Miller still a little bit groggy. He's coming off the field. And what a huge loss on the interior defensive line that the Warriors have just now.
Colby McQueen will take the snap here. Underneath center. In motion is going to be Hahn. Handoff to Schieber up the middle. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards. As he'll push this one out to about the 32.
And Wiles. Gain of 4, second down 6.
Puts it up to the 32-yard line, a gain of 5. Will bring a second and long 5 upcoming for the Bulldogs. And there's going to be a whistle here. A false start going to be called here against the Bulldogs. That's going to push them back.
Yeah, those are the types of penalties that killed the Bulldogs in that first half, and they really did a better job in the second half, but this is about as worse of a time as any. You're driving down the field, second down and 6, and you false start. Now it's a second down and 11. You just backed up your team in this second down. Just became a lot harder.
So second and 11 upcoming for Stanberry with underneath 4 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. Handoff to Schieber, and he'll plow forward across the 30-yard line down to the 31. And now Schieber a little hobbled.
Official timeout for injury.
And we're going to take a Petty John Auto Center timeout as well. We'll be back in just a moment as Schieber down after that last hit.
Bank Northwest is a full-service bank offering checking, interest-bearing accounts, savings accounts, certificate to deposit, safe deposit boxes, as well as agricultural, real estate, business, and consumer loans. Bank Northwest features 5 locations in Northwest Missouri in Bethany, Cameron, Hamilton, Polo, and Stanberry, as well as 8 easy-to-use ATM locations throughout the area as well. Bank Northwest is your hometown bank covering Northwest Missouri. Bank Northwest, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Whether you are hungry for a burger, steak, fish, Mexican, or fresh salad bar, Papa's Family Restaurant in Albany has it all. Papa's also has daily lunch specials with the lunch buffet on Wednesdays. Make sure you leave room for dessert though, because you shouldn't leave without trying some of Christie's homemade pies, cookies, or other goodies. For a delicious meal at a great price and an even better atmosphere, you have to head to Papa's Family Restaurant on 136 in Albany.
In our friendly small town of Albany, Missouri, we have community-minded businesses, great places to eat and shop, a historic Carnegie Public Library, community center, pool, 9-hole golf course, multiple places to worship, and a strong school system. Albany is the seat of Gentry County, located off Highway 136 in the heart of Northwest Missouri. Albany is a fun place to visit, but an even better place to live, where we have small-town roots with a big-town feel.
The Albany Booster Club is a group of people who come together to make a better experience for the Albany R3 students. They try to help students in any way possible, whether it be on the court, on the mat, on the field, on the track, on the stage, or in the classroom. The Albany Booster Club helping every Albany R3 student succeed in their field. The Albany Booster Club joining together for the better of the Albany students.
And welcome back out again here to Stanberry as Tucker Schieber helped walk off the field here with 3:43 left to go here in the fourth quarter, and not a good
sign here for the Bulldogs, already missing Colby McQuinn after he was hurt on the first play of the game. It's a 3rd and 11 upcoming here it's a 3rd and 7 upcoming for the Bulldogs. They trail by 2. Time continues to tick away at 3:30. McQueen underneath center for the Bulldogs. He'll take the snap, pitch out to the right side to Braden Hahn. And he is going to be shoved out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
Pushed out of bounds by Trevor Aikens.
So a few yards short of the first down yard marker. Definitely going to go for it here if you're the Bulldogs. Question is, who do you go to? Trey Schieber's been so good for you this game. He's out now. McQuinn, quarterback, went down. You got Treston Williams, who's made some plays for you. You got to get a first down here. It's non-negotiable. You got to get it in the hands of your most trusted player.
4th and 3 upcoming. 2 timeouts remain here for the Bulldogs. 3:19 clock stopped with Stanberry going out of bounds on the last play. McQueen on the pitch out to Williams here near sideline. Zane Rippey makes the big stop on 4th down.
Well, really good pursuit there by Zane Rippey immediately as soon as Williams gets the snap. He's in the backfield, it seems. Nice tackle there. Doesn't let Williams get away. Huge 4th down stop for the Warriors. Just over 3 minutes left in the game. So with some good clock management here, the Warriors can just about put this one away.
They'll have to pick up a couple of first downs with Stanberry having 2 timeouts remaining. 3:14 remains here in the ball game. Warriors lead 34-32. They're going to have to take Seth Miller out of the game, and I think he's going to be out for the remainder of this one. And for him will be Shea Miller, his younger brother. One receiver out wide to the right is Cole Emerson. Handoff will go to Herkman, and he will get tripped up across the 30-yard line down to about the 27. Williams came in there on the stop that time for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, able to take Herkman out at the legs, and major play for the Bulldogs that he was able to do so because there was a lot of green grass in front of Herkman if he was able to get away from that tackle.
Brings up a 2nd and 6, and so far tonight it's been Quentin Herkman that has been the bruising back that has carried this team. 2:40 left to play here in the 4th quarter, 34-32. Warriors with a 2-point lead. 2nd and 6 upcoming from the Stanberry 27. Handoff again goes to Herkman. Plows forward down to the 25 before he stopped there, and on the stop that time is Decker Heide. It'll bring up now a 2nd and 4. And not only does the loss of Schieber affect you offensively, it affects you defensively as well. 3rd and 4 for the Warriors from the Stanberry 25-yard line. Underneath 2 minutes left to play here in the ball game. Warriors lead by 2. Klein takes the snap. Hand off to Herkman. Outside, has a lot of open running room, and he's going to plow into his own blocker and fall down at the 5.
Flag on the play.
But a flag down in the backfield is going to push this one back.
Oh.
There was an awful lot of room there for Herkman, so it does not surprise me that a penalty flag flew for a hold. So this is going to push the Warriors back. It occurred about the 26-yard line.
Replay 3rd down.
So this is going to put them back at about their own 35-yard line. So it'll bring a 3rd and 14.
The question is here, what do you do here if you're the Warriors? Do you just run the ball, guarantee that the Bulldogs will have to use a timeout, or do you take a shot, pass the ball, try and get the first down, but risk an incompletion?
We've got a problem here on the they've got some lights on.
Lights on. Please turn them off behind the press box.
So it's lights on here
behind the press box, so we got to wait for those to come off. 1:33 left to play here in the fourth quarter. They're going to put 1:42 back on the clock. But the clock will start running. Hand off to Herkman up the middle. Going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. A big stop here by the defense, and a timeout going to be called here by Stanberry.
And Williams.
And that is going to be their second Petty John Auto Center timeout here at the half. They'll have one remaining. We'll be back after this timeout here on Albany TV. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
The Stanberry School District is proud to support Stanberry Bulldog students in all of their extracurricular activities. The Stanberry School District's winning culture is cultivated from hard work and determination, not only in sports, but also through hard work in the classroom from the beginning of a Bulldog's academic career. The Stanberry School District wants to wish the Stanberry Bulldogs the best of luck this fall sports season.
And welcome back out again here to Stanberry. It's a 2-point game, 34-32, the Warriors with the lead. And the Petty John Auto Center timeout going on. Stanberry has one remaining here in the ball games. Albany with all three, but the question for the Warriors, do you go for it or do you punt from your own 35-yard line? They're going to put three receivers wide to the right. Chase Klein looking to pass on fourth down. Gets Herkman down to the 25-yard line, and that'll be a turnover on downs. And the Bulldogs will start on their own 25.
They go for it on a long fourth down. The throw is just a little bit behind the first down yard marker. They bring it in, but Quentin Herkman can't get many yards after the catch. Bulldogs will take over. And they've got some solid field position here just past their own 25-yard line.
Still not a bad play if you're the Warriors. It's basically a 10-yard punt. So instead of giving the ball to the Bulldogs on the 35, they'll get it on their own 25. They'll have to go 65 yards and score a touchdown with 1:30 left and one timeout remaining. Colby McQueen underneath center. In motion is Williams. It'll be a pitch to Williams towards the outside. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds along the far sideline. He'll get about a yard on the game.
Seth Miller is back in for the Warriors. Big to get him back. One of the best defensive linemen on this Warrior team. And definitely going to make things harder in the run game here for the Bulldogs.
Stanberry still missing Colby McQueen, and also Tucker Schieber. Warriors are without Kyle Emerson. 1:26, a 2nd and 9 upcoming for the Bulldogs. McQueen will take the snap under center, looking to pass. Here comes some pressure from the Warrior defensive front, looking, and knocked away by Cole Emerson, had his hands on it, unable to come away with the interception. Pass intended that time for Williams. And Williams a little slow to get up here.
And it would have been a huge, huge interception if Cole Emerson was able to bring that throw in. Not able to do it, just knocks it away. But now, either way, it's a big 3rd down and 8 here for the Bulldogs. The Warrior defense, somebody's got to step up and make a play here. It's definitely 4-down territory. They're going to have to get 2 stops here in a row.
If the Warriors are able to come away with a turnover on downs, they could kneel it out for the victory. They lead 34-32. In motion is Williams. And a pass high, knocked away, and almost intercepted by Coyle. And Williams unable to bring in the pass. It brings up 4th and 9.
Good effort by Williams to try and bring that, haul that pass in. The problem is he almost batted it right to the Warriors. They weren't able to bring it in, though. They don't gain any yards on that 4th down. It's going to be 4th and about 8.
And Stanberry will take their final timeout here of the ball game with 1:14 left to play. 34-32, Albany with the lead. We're back with more in a moment here on Albany TV.
Aaron Graham.
Thank you for watching tonight's Albany TV broadcast. Don't forget to turn on your Facebook notifications to never miss out on a broadcast like this one. If you would like to be a part of our broadcast, give Jared Rolbus a call at 660-254-4800. If you have something in mind that we should broadcast or have any comments about tonight's game, you can also message us on Facebook. Thank you again for watching.
Welcome back out again here to Stanberry. 34-32. Albany holds the 2-point lead with 1:14 left to go in the ball game. It's a 4th and long 8 upcoming here for the Bulldogs from their own 27-yard line.
I expect to see pressure here from the Warrior defense. Try and get the ball out of Colby McQueen's hands quickly. Try and get him to make a quick decision.
And now the Warriors will call a Petty John Auto Center timeout. So we're back after this timeout. Remember, during this timeout, check out Petty John Auto Center on Facebook or online at pettyjohnauto.com.
Have you looked at Petty John Auto Center lately? We're a full-service Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Buick, Chevrolet, and GMC dealer. And we're located right here in Bethany and Albany. No matter what you need when it comes to your vehicle, we've got you covered. Factory-certified technicians, OEM and aftermarket parts, and our state-of-the-art body shop, Petty John Collision Center. Plus, vehicle financing options for every budget. So the next time you need anything related to your car, truck, SUV, or van, we're here to help. To schedule service or shop our entire new and used inventory online, visit pettyjohnauto.com. That's pettyjohnauto.com.
Welcome back to Stanberry for this big 4th down play. The game could come down to this. In motion is Hahn. McQueen under center. A pitch to Williams. And it's a halfback pass back to McQueen. Near sideline. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds. Does not have enough for a first down. And that'll be a turnover on downs. And they will take this one down to the 35-yard line. We'll see on the spot, but here on the near sideline, it is going to be a turnover on downs, and the Warriors are coming away with a victory. And they will move to 6-1.
Oh, a really gutsy play call to go with the halfback pass, and they almost got the first down, just about a yard or so short.
35.
So a turnover on downs means the Warriors can kneel this one out with 1:06 remaining. Stanberry has no timeouts left. Warriors are going to put this one away 34-32. Klein underneath center. Takes the snap, kneels it down. They'll have to take one more. And the Bulldogs will come away with the the Warriors come away with the victory. Bulldogs will have to regroup next week and see if they can get healthy with both Schieber and McQueen getting injured in the ball game. So the Warriors can take one more snap, and that'll do it. 34-32 Warriors come away with a 2-point victory. It was a hard-fought game coming into the game. You knew it was going to be even. Both teams coming in at 6-1, and this game lived up to the hype. We'll be back with the BTC Bank postgame and tonight's Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North Player of the Game when we come back in a moment here on Albany TV.
Show your school spirit with a BTC Bank school mascot debit card. Choose the card that fits your favorite local school, and you can earn that school extra cash. Available for new accounts or replacement cards for an existing account. Visit one of BTC Bank locations to get your school mascot debit card today, where they can instantly issue your new card. BTC Bank, community-minded just like you. Member FDIC.
Community-minded just like you. BTC Bank.
Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany is your hometown trophy and award shop. Winner's Circle North makes all kinds of trophies for sports, car shows, livestock shows, baby shows, and more.
Winner's Circle North also does plaques of all sizes and kinds. Want something unique? Winner's Circle North has you covered with sublimation gifts and acrylic awards. Order your trophies, awards, or one-of-a-kind items. Call Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North at 816-632-5599 or find them on Facebook at Winner's Circle North.
Wow, welcome back out to Stanberry. BTC Bank postgame. Tonight's postgame brought to you by BTC Bank. BTC Bank, community-minded, just like you. And Brett, again, that one was definitely living up to the billing. Both teams come in at 5-1. One leaves 6-1, and another one falls to 5-2, but should definitely keep their heads held high as this one came down to the wire, and the Bulldogs having to do it without both McQuinn and Schieber there at the end.
Yeah, exactly. This is a game that it's a shame that a team had to lose because I feel like both teams, while they made mistakes, both teams showed that there was a lot riding on this game, and they showed they both really, really wanted to win it. Neither team played perfect. There were some mistakes. There were some unforced errors by both teams. But in the end, Albany was able to just barely edge out Stanberry. They made just a few more plays in Stanberry. They had some guys step up and make some plays for them. But before we get into what a good win it was for Albany, you can't knock Stanberry for the effort they gave tonight. I mean, they lost their senior quarterback, Colby McQuinn, on their first offensive play of the game. They didn't have him for the entire thing. And then late in the game, they also lose Tucker Schieber, their star running back, who we talked so much leading up to and during the game. And those are probably their two best players, or definitely two of their best players, and they gave it all they could tonight. It was just a shame that they just came up 2 points short.
Yeah, and let's kind of go over the stats from the ball game. The stats really don't dictate what happened in this game. I mean, let's just kind of go over how the game started. It was Stanberry got the ball off an onside kick, started on Albany's side of the field at their own 39-yard line, and immediately Colby McQuinn takes off, rushes it down inside the 5-yard line, gets knocked out of bounds and gets injured on that play, does not come back the rest of the game, was on the sideline with ice on his knee. So hope he gets to being back better. Hopefully it's nothing serious. He'll be back hopefully in a couple of weeks, or at least, if anything, for basketball season coming up as well. After that, Stanberry is able to punch it in. And then immediately the Warriors get the kickoff and they return it back for a touchdown. And all of a sudden the momentum just swiftly goes back to the Warriors. After that, Stanberry ends up going 4 and out after a big sack on their side of the field. Albany scores. Stanberry then fumbles. Albany goes down and scores. Now they have a lead of 2 possessions. But after that, the Warriors kind of let Stanberry back into it at a point where they kind of had their foot on the throats of the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs just kind of threw them off.
Yeah, exactly, and that just goes back to the fight the Stanberry team showed throughout. Even in the face of adversity with McQuinn going down, they still found a way to persevere. Different guys made plays. Obviously, Tucker Schieber throughout the game was making plays, but as well as Treston Williams. Colby McQueen did a great job filling in at quarterback for McQuinn. They just showed fight even in the face of adversity, and nothing shows that more than that early 2-score deficit they faced, and they were able to get back into it.
Let's go over some of the stats leaders here from the ball game. Rushing tonight for the Warriors, 26 carries, 118 yards, and all of those were hard yards. Quentin Herkman, Elliott Mercer, 13 carries, 36 yards, a touchdown. Did have a couple of fumbles. One of them lost. One of them he recovered back. Kyle Emerson, 2 rushes for 5 yards. Cameron Martin, Elliott Mercer had 14 carries for 39 yards. Chase Klein, 5 carries, -4 yards, does end up coming away with a touchdown. Passing tonight, Chase Klein, 10 for 16, 81 yards, 2 touchdowns. Receiving, Kyle Emerson, 4 catches for 34 yards. Trevor Akins, 2 catches, 20 yards, and a touchdown. Zane Rippey, 1 catch for 12 yards and a touchdown. Quentin Herkman, 1 catch for 10 yards. For the Bulldogs, they're led in rushing tonight by Tucker Schieber, 19 carries, 102 yards. Treston Williams, 11 carries for 59 yards and 2 touchdowns. Colby McQuinn, 1 carry, 35 yards. Braden Hahn, 6 carries, 19 yards. Colby McQueen, 4 carries, 1 yard, 1 touchdown. Passing, Colby McQueen, 2 for 6 for just 1 yard and a touchdown. Treston Williams, 1 for 1 passing tonight for 9 yards receiving. Colby McQueen, 1 catch for 9 yards. Decker Heide, 1 catch for 3 yards and a touchdown. Tucker Schieber, 1 catch for 2 yards. And if I would tell you that just the stats from this ball game, Quentin Herkman had no touchdowns either to Tucker Schieber. Most people would say that is crazy because they were the two backs on the field that really did the most for their teams, just did not come away with a touchdown.
Yeah, exactly. And especially with Quentin Herkman, the Warriors really never they didn't really get too many explosive plays like in games past where we've seen they're getting 10, 15, 20-yard carries, or they're getting interceptions or fumble recoveries. They did have a kick return touchdown in this game, but Quentin Herkman was just able to chip away into this Bulldog defense throughout. He had a few carries that broke off for about 10-plus yards, but I don't believe he had a carry for probably more than 20 yards in this one. But he was just able to get the yards that Albany needed. There was a lot of, 3rd and 4s or 3rd and 2s, and he would just get enough of what the Warriors, just get enough to move the chains for the Warriors, and he did that throughout this one, and it was huge. And in a 2-point game, just one of those plays could have made the difference in a win or a loss.
And tonight, our Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North Player of the Game, sponsored by Winner's Circle North and Albany, is all of your trophies, awards, medals, plaques, everything else that you might need for your next event or celebration. Tonight's Player of the Game is going to go to Quentin Herkman. He really put this team on his back tonight, and they were able to ride him to victory.
Yeah, exactly. He wasn't the only guy who made impactful plays for the Warriors. Chase Klein as well did a good job leading this team, made some throws that he needed to make. But Quentin Herkman throughout was just a reliable guy. And last week he really didn't get a lot of carries. He could have, just not really done much in this game, not really tried. I feel like in this one he just had the same amount of effort he's had all season. And it was a game where they really couldn't get Elliott Mercer going on the ground. He had a couple of fumbles, not his best game this season. And they had to lean on Quentin Herkman a little more, and he came through for him. Very deserving of the player of the game.
Like to thank our sponsors, BTC Bank, Petty John Auto Center locations in Bethany and Albany, Winner's Circle Trophies and Awards North in Albany, and Hogue Lumber Company, the Albany Hy-Vee, United Country Nelson Real Estate and Auction Company, Agent Tammy Wynn Siddons in Albany, Schultz Convenience Store, Smith Insurance and Smith Prudential, Northwest Cell, Mosaic Medical Center Albany, Raymond Smith Body Shop, East Fork Lodge and Legacy Event Center, Johnson Controls, Sublime Flamingo Boutique LLC and the Briar Patch, both on the west side of the square in Albany, Shadowfax and Papa's Family Restaurant, both on US 136 in Albany, H&B Bank in Stanberry, West Fork Tire in Stanberry, Eckards of Stanberry, Pineview Manor, Bank Northwest of Stanberry, the City of Albany, Albany Booster Club, the Albany and Stanberry School Districts, and the Printery and New Shop are located in Albany. For myself, Jared Rolvis, color analyst and cameraman for tonight, Brett Williams, so long and good night tonight from